freaking week 6 out here, boys. We're already into this.
The Mickey Mouse?
Maybe. If you're lucky.
I don't want Mickey Mouse the Pyromancer to come into my house.
Mickey Mouse the Pyromancer, hell yeah. So, to recap everyone on what happened last week, lest ye forget, Silas kinda frickin' died.
Sad.
It's
Holy crap, Lotus! I freaking died.
Right, freaking.
Only kinda sorta.
yeah, only kinda sorta, because you're not really sure what's going on right now. You have him in essence, literally. But on your journey to head back to the mercenaries' hamlet, you decided to take a detour into a stinky underground lair.
Boy, did we ever.
Which I suppose in the end was kind of good, because you met a new friend in there in the form of Elizabeth, the apothecary, who was trapped down there, and you cleverly released from their makeshift prison with the use of a reduce spell. You just shrink the door and get it out of the way.
He says, gritting his teeth.
You punks. This is the last time you hear me. Cut it out. After having things drop on your head and dealing with a bunch of stanky boys, you decided it was maybe best not to go deal with potentially the big boss of these stank lads, and just go rest up and deal with this another day. Unless two sneaky boys thought they'd just have a look. You know, maybe they didn't expect him to be right there chilling in the room, but he was. Thus ensued the hour-long battle of the party kind of trying to get out of there, kind of not. Like, there was throwing up ideas of running, but also not running because you wanted to beat him up still. In the end, you won, but at what cost?
Silas.
Yeah, literally one of the players.
What do you mean? We know the cost.
We could quantify it in the form of a level 4 paladin. That was the cost.
Oh.
With a well-placed critical, your paladin friend was mushed. That's a perfectly good describing word. Mushed.
He performed the monster mash on my back.
And while quickly mourning the death of your fellow adventurer, you watched as he, like many of the creatures you have felled, turned into this essence you've been collecting. And you have been told there is a certain person you should go talk to deal with this, to maybe bring him back from spirit form in some way. And get some dang answers, because that's also good. And knowing things is fun. You found 1,000 gold pieces. You found a cool, dope ring. And you found a small spell tome. Though you can't really figure out what's in it right now because of, I don't know. No one's rolled anything or opened it, I suppose, because you didn't get it at the end of last session. But we'll cut into immediately with the party, and you guys kind of hastily rushing your way through the old ruined depths. I think that's where we left everyone. If I'm correct. Everyone should still be hanging around.
Mm-hmm. I think we were straight on our way out. Like,
yeah, I
headed
don't think
back
you
to the
guys
main
waited
room.
up. You guys were like just getting the. You were beating feet, you know, making dust.
Making our way out.
Running as fast as I can.
Wait.
I just run right up to like Stan and Isaac and slug them in the face for no reason. We're leaving.
Poor guys.
Just kidding. I would never. Well, not never, but this isn't really the moment for that.
I would
Yeah, read
probably
the room.
never.
Yeah. They're just out here chilling out, and you're just gonna crack them. Let me grab the forest, so it's not just this looping. We're professional, don't worry.
Nothing but the best.
I suggest that we wait here and try and gather our strength before attempting to head back to the hamlet.
NPCs are following, don't worry.
Teleporting horse.
Yeah. With an owl riding it, apparently.
He gets cooler and cooler.
If we want to rest for an hour, that might be wise, but I definitely want to get back to that village before nightfall.
Perhaps we should wait upstairs as opposed to down here where we know that there is enemies. Where we know there are enemies.
Good thinking. Let's go.
As I can stand, kind of nod. Not really having much to interject at that point. And out Flotsam, you hear Isaac whisper to Stan. Well, he doesn't look hurt at all. Why is he asking for a rest?
I'm not going to answer that question if he wasn't talking to me.
Stan says something to him to shut him up.
Yeah, I'm going to try and go upstairs.
Yeah, let's chuck you onto the old ruined road and make sure our boy isn't still hanging around here.
Silence!
Ooh, sorry, my internet cut out for a second. What's the plan?
We're going up. We're taking a short rest.
Okay.
So everyone gets an additional D6 on their if you spend a hit die.
Mm-hmm.
Get an additional D6.
Cool. From you, like, do you roll a d6 or do we?
I think everyone rolls their own D6, unless Cheeki, you want me to roll, in which case I will. But
I'm sure we've asked this every time it's happened, but
Yeah.
you roll a d6 and
okay, 3.
that is what
Hey.
everyone gets.
Okay. I'm gonna use both of my hit die. Okay, 16. That I guess I don't need to. That brings me up to full. Got one of those.
Use one.
Oh, there's like a hit die mechanic? I guess I must have missed that.
It's on you. Yeah, it's on the sheet.
Oh yeah, I still got 3 hit die. I see. Do you click on hit die? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Lucas, why are you sending me pictures of raccoons, Lucas? What are you doing? I'm trying to run a session here. Get out of here.
Send me that too.
Yeah, send him them.
Well, I asked, is this Cheeky's grandfather? And he says, no. It's his next form, his evolution. I was like, okay. You might be right. I don't know. Can't predict the future.
So you all bunker down and rest a little among the dead. Some have been kind of picked apart by the same bat demon things you saw earlier. There's like kind of remnants of things being chewed up and dragged away. But as you all bunker down and rest, we are going to cut over to someone who's in a peculiar situation. As we kind of leave off this group with Comet. You're kind of just sitting there holding this little spark of life in your hands as it flickers. And
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I suppose, Lion, would you rather go into a different chat, the one-on-one, since this is one-on-one?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get
secrets.
Yeah, we'll keep it secrets, even though you could
wait.
just go watch them.
I have a question. Should we all go to the other chat and you stay here for the stream, or is that would we be able to kind of look back on it and get info we're not supposed to have?
No, I think it'll be fine. Like, even if we're not here with the blips lighting up, it's just the two of us talking, so
Okay.
it ain't gonna be too bad. So, you guys just kind of hang out. Go get some water or something.
Hydrate.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather dehydrate.
Well, you've sealed your own fate. And I'm still in the music bot too.
Haha.
They don't deserve it. So we're gonna skip this ambience and give you something a little more fitting to what is gonna be going on. I might have to turn it down a little. Yeah, he's having a great time, everyone. This is fine. I'm sure.
We'll see.
I'll drag you to... Wait, can I? Oop.
Oh, do I get a special map?
You do
Oh,
get
God.
a special map. If I could grab you and... You're like hid behind Dita's name tag. Stop hiding. Stop hiding.
Oh. I'm scared.
Stop. There you are. Alright. I'll drag you over and I'll drag the camera over. It's weird having to do this as cameraman and non-cameraman.
Cameraman and director.
Yeah, it's new.
Oh wow.
So when we last left you off, Lion, you were wandering around this endless oceanic expanse. There were no waves you could really see. All you could really make out was the sun and moon, you assumed, in the distance. And the dark, foggy clouds that kind of loomed on the horizon here. And you saw a figure kind of hovering out in the middle of this expanse along with you. And I guess, well, yeah, everyone can kind of see who that is now as you assumingly approached. As you get closer and closer, you can tell that it is a very large person sitting on their own crescent moon that seems to be made of glass, holding a rather ornate wand or staff in some way. And they're kind of just looking down at you. They're very high up at this point, but you know, for convenience sake, this is the image we're using. And as you approach close enough, they do descend off of this mount. And they land rather gracefully for their size, and you would assume mass with how tall they are. They're like a 2 category sizes larger than you.
Oh jeez. Giant woman.
Giant woman. And they stand, not really making a ripple in the water as they land. And they stand there looking down at you with a kind of sad expression. Like looking at someone who's lost and they're not really sure how to help them.
When she jumped down, Silas tensed for a sec, like he was about to get into a fight, but then seeing the look on her face, he'll just kind of put his maul next to his side. And he'll say, Where am I?
She'll take a moment to kind of pull her staff closer to her and kind of glance over the scenery herself, as even they don't seem too sure where they are or how they could answer that. And she kind of just shrugs slightly. I can't say I'm too sure I can answer that in a way you would understand.
Who are you? I'm Silas Wheatgrass. It's a pleasure.
She nods kind of calmly. You assume with the weirdest situation, it's kind of like the look you'd get from someone who knows who you are already. And she kneels down a little, kind of squats down before fully just sitting down in front of you cross-legged. I've sat there waiting, going over and over in my head how I would start this conversation when you arrived. We're kind of meant to know what we're doing. She gives you kind of a look of they're not sure what they're doing.
Have we met before?
She shakes her head and offers out her hand that is easily the size of your torso. I am Saloon, one of few great spirits.
Right. Huh. Never thought I'd be meeting a spirit today. And he kind of brushes off his tabard a bit. It's a pleasure.
She smiles and kind of pulls her hand back to herself. You've met more of this, but you weren't you at the time.
Do you know anything more about that? He'll kind of take a single step forward.
She nods a bit solemnly.
Can you tell me anything about back then? I've been looking for answers for so long, and now to have them right here. Please.
She brings her hands kind of closer, entwining them a little. It's again a complicated thing to just tell you everything would, for one, take a long time, but also is very taxing. You get used to the loudness of one's mind that when it is made clear the silence is a lot louder than it was before.
Right.
I can offer a little, though, and perhaps over time, more and more.
Anything, please. I've been looking for so long.
She nods, kind of with a hopeful expression, as she reaches her hand out to you. For you to take it almost, but like you look like you could fit in her palm if she grabbed you.
I'll reach out and grab her hand.
As you make contact with her kind of purplish hue skin, you're swept away to another area far from where you are now, and it's almost like a very harsh jump cut from the serene calmness to the lake you were just on to a rather devilish battlefield. Again, do I have a... I don't think I had music prepared for devilish battlefield, but hold a moment.
Holding. Everybody hold your horses.
Yeah, don't worry, this is... I had a week to prepare. Does it show? It's fine.
Wouldn't be D&D if there weren't some jank.
Yeah, exactly. As you're standing there, still in the same pose you were when you grabbed her hand, your hammer's still kind of at your other hand's side, kind of within arm's reach where you left it. You see kind of just hellish fire all around you and like corpses of many different creatures that you assume you have felled. You look kind of instinctually down at yourself and you see that you are kind of wrought in this full plate armor that looks very fantasy in design, like it's like endgame WoW level armor almost. And as you're doing that, you kind of notice that there are these like huge wounds on your body that you've sustained, but you feel nothing. You don't feel any kind of pain. You don't feel any like numbness either. You just... It's like you're seeing all this but not feeling any of it. And as you're watching this kind of like gnarly wound on your forearm, you see it kind of just knit itself back together, kind of like how you've seen your lay on hands do. And as you stand there, you see kind of flanking you and joining you are others in very similar attire to yourself. Although they are different races, like undiscernible humanoids that are fully clad in this armor that you seem to be clad in yourself, they all seem to join your side, but you don't feel any camaraderie between them. You don't feel like you're any safer when they join you. You just feel like your strength is just renewed all in an instant. You look down even the more, your armor is completely clean. You have like a spear in your leg that you don't even feel and didn't even notice until you saw it. And you look around to kind of gauge the situation even more, and you can see that there are all kinds of different creatures that have been killed around you. Many fiendish. You can see more people dressed like you are, kind of finishing off ones they have killed. And you kind of turn behind you and you see that you have just left many more of these from where you assume you have came from.
Silas will kind of like just reach up to like cover his mouth and just shock. And then he'll realize something and start going through like any pouches or anything like that on the armor to see if he can find the medallion.
You do, kind of like tucked under the breastplate is this half crescent moon that a gauntlet seems to be choking almost.
And can I hear anything, or is it just visual?
Your senses do slowly seem to come in, and all you can really hear is just like distant sounds of metal clashing against metal, the cries of demons and fiends kind of howling in the distance, and just the sound of weapons meeting flesh, and the cries of battle, basically.
Silas will just grip the medallion harder and turn back towards Saloon, if she's still there.
You turn back to kind of where it was, well, where they were, and you don't really see anyone. All you see ahead of you is just more creatures that you've already killed, just kind of lining up at the horizon. And the people around you all seem to be getting ready to just keep on going.
I'll make my way towards them, just slowly.
As you take kind of your first step, you're not sure how or when, but you seem to be back in front of Saloon, taking that step, and you feel your foot just kind of slide through the water. You're still gripping the medallion you have in your hand.
Silas will just kind of look forward for a second and look back up towards the giant saloon, and so that's who I was. Enough about the past. My friends, are they okay?
She looks a little worried when you came back too, but as you seem to kind of press it off and seem okay, she smiles and nods at your question, kind of drawing a circle in the floor in front of her, and you kind of get like a overview vision, kind of seeing your friends resting. You see Comet holding you in some surreal third-person way.
Silas will almost like get down onto his knees just to get a better look at everybody.
They all seem fine.
So glad they're safe. Is there any way for me to get back to them?
She nods slowly. There is, but that's on them at this point. But now you're just stuck with me, I suppose.
I believe in them. And Silas will kind of look back up and get up off his knees and wipe the tears that were building up in his eyes. Well, what should I do while I wait?
Well, my counterpart has done brash things before. You sadly were one of them. She nods quickly at your question.
Do they have a name?
They
Your
do.
counterpart?
But it is not my place to tell you it.
Is there any more that you can tell me?
She kind of sits back and ponders a little. I am not sure what it is you need to know. About yourself, at least. Well, despite your nature, you are very brave.
I'm not so sure about bravery being my thing, but I do have respect for my companions, and I just want to protect them.
Well, your friends. Those are some people that are born brave. It's in their spirit. They're brave because they're brave. You choose to be brave. There's a big difference, and it means a lot.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. Thank you for telling me what you could. It means so much to me.
I wish there was more I could tell. And well, she kind of tenses up on herself a little. I wish there was no real other ulterior motives for me to bring you here. I need help.
You need help?
I do.
What can I do?
There are strange things happening in this land. Things that are making me weaker. And those who shouldn't be much, much stronger.
Please tell me what I can do to help.
I've had many champions, I suppose you could call them, before. But with how I am now, I've decided I only need one. There is something in this place where you are. It's sapping away almost all the life in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And it's concerning. For someone like me to feel mortality, I suppose.
Do you know what that thing is?
She shakes her head slowly.
Right.
That's why we need champions. We can't see into the other place without them.
I would be willing to lend you a hand and see if I can put a stop to that.
She smiles somewhat hopefully.
I know it doesn't break a lot of confidence for someone who just... but I swear that I will try my best.
She smiles and nods happily. I believe you. And I think it was... well... it was a big mistake for my counterpart to let you go.
Hopefully, with helping you with this, we can work together to see if we can find out more about what happened to me.
She smiles and kind of holds out her hand again. So it's a deal. You will become my champion, and together we'll help each other.
Agreed. And I'll take her hand.
You feel just this deep pit in your stomach start to like contract. And all this like inner turmoil of your mind and these empty spaces just start to pull up almost.
Silas just kind of almost drops to the ground, grabbing his head.
It feels very... it's like a searing headache, like right above your right eye. Like the kind of headache that you just gotta like grit your teeth as hard as you can to like ignore. As your brain kind of slowly fills in some of the knowledge that you have somehow forgotten. You're not sure how you would ever forget being in a fight as big as that one you saw. But somehow you remember being somewhere and just fighting. You're not sure how you got there, you're not sure if you won or not, you're not even sure if the point was to win. All you remember is just going from one creature to another and just tearing them down.
Through gritting his teeth and almost letting out just constant grunts of pain with every like pulse from the searing pain, he'll just look over towards the Warhammer with almost a look of hatred in his eyes, just for a moment. He'll just continue to try to compose himself, but just push through the pain.
You feel like a large sense of empathy coming from a saloon. Like someone kind of sitting there who wants to help but isn't really sure how to.
Mm-hmm.
But you feel just a very warm, comforting palm against you as she kind of like pats you on the back with her rather huge hand.
Silas will just look up and, with half of his face just wincing on the right side, he'll... I'm alright. And he'll stumble back up to standing and just kind of put his palm over the right side of his head and just grip it, and will give out a thumbs up with his left hand and try to smile.
She gives a very, train-like honk, I guess. Thanks, train. She gives a very hopeful, smile at you. And we'll cut over to the others as she, kind of sits down with you, and you are both kind of watching over the party as they seem to come out of their rest and all start to get up, ready to press on.
Whew.
Oh man. Let me put the music back.
Top over. Yeah, we can't let them know what music that we were playing.
Yeah, the beautiful music that I definitely should have a more daunting one in between, but it's fine, we're fine. Do it live.
Do it live. Alright,
let's get over it.
Alright, no one mentioned Pierce Brosnan. Hello?
Hello!
Hello!
There
Okay.
they are, yeah.
Oh,
Just-
another boy.
Hey, just in time.
Just in time.
Guys, I met Satan and we like totally hung out and like
I knew
got
it.
We're
together.
best friends now, man.
Yeah. Silas is actually going to be a warlock now.
That's exactly
If
what I
you
was
bring me
saying.
back.
Oh.
All right. Have fun, gamers.
Viridian, you can take a short rest if you want, and then also add a d6 if you spend a hit die.
Or add 3.
Or
rather.
add 3, sorry, add 3.
This is true. I can confirm.
He goes to like rest, and then Flotsam's like, "No, not you.
Everyone rests but
you don't
you.
get to benefit from my melodious song."
I don't think Flotsam is more or less mad at Viridian or Comet. I think he doesn't. He's upset with them like an equal amount, I guess.
Yeah, nah, I'm just joking around anyway.
Equally upset.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I don't
Plug your
fool
ears.
around.
Both of you, plug your ears. You can't hear this.
We're having a conversation. Flotsam and the Hellion over in the corner.
That's where he's like, quick, I'm gonna play something real fast. Heal.
Yo, quick.
Relax.
Perhaps it's
Anyway,
best if we make our way back to, now that we've all had a time to rest.
Yo, is our rest uneventful?
Yes, it was very, uneventful for you, I suppose. Not much really happened. You saw, like, the weird bat creatures, like, lingering at the edge of the forest, maybe waiting for you all to get the hell out of there so they can have a snack.
I'm trying to munch.
Yeah, they look at all these delicious corpses, dude, and you're just gonna sit there and not eat them? Like, what?
The bat's got the
Walk up.
munchies.
What a waste.
Yeah, aren't you gonna finish that?
It's now a
Come
bad
on,
time to
man.
let you guys know that Flotsam subsists off of human flesh.
Oh, no.
This is the only time he grows a mouth.
No,
He
he's
just
just got, like-
his jaw like a snake.
You've got like your chest compartment contains what's essentially a like grinder, like a meat grinder, like a hamburger thing that you just put like flesh into, and then you're just like, I have to do this in order to survive.
It's natural. It's the same process your body goes through, just external.
Like your neck plates just kind of like retract down.
Okay, enough horror.
Well, I guess we'll start making our way to the hamlet, but we do have to go across. We do have to probably deal with the bandits unless they're not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You do feel like some banditry might be up.
Might be up.
Yeah.
Tree of foot.
I'm gonna tell our NPCs.
There are some bandits up ahead, and we are going to probably have to kill them. So, you're all going to probably have to join in, because if you run away, we can't guarantee your safety. But if we can kill the bandits, then we can. Sound like a deal?
Isaac seems to look at the others just kind of in a they're expecting us to fight kind of expression. He steps forward, he's like, why can't we just pay them? That's what we did on the way up.
How much did you pay
because
them?
I'm not paying bandits for free passage. I'd rather kill them and take their shit. Like, I'm not paying them, are you kidding?
But it would be so much easier.
I agree with Isaac. Hellion, I think you need to put your convictions aside for just a moment. We're not really in the best fighting form.
Yeah, exactly. Listen to the scholarly lady. He like walks up and puts his arm around you, and then like immediately realizes that's a bad idea, and kind of retracts it. Like,
Yeah, Adelaide just like kind of like quickly turns to him and looks like she has death in her eyes.
holds up his hand, takes a few steps back. He's like, she's terrifying, but I still agree with her.
Captain, we do have a bit more in terms of, well, gold than we normally do. This could be possibly a good option.
Okay, but when we come back for that Hydra, we are definitely going to kill those bandits and take our gold back.
Understood.
Let's hide what we have. I don't want them to know that we have a lot on us. If they get even a sense that we are hiding gold, they're going to make it a thing because they're going to want a cut of it. We don't want them to have any more than just a minute amount.
I will stay towards the back of the group to the extent that that is possible, as I am carrying the most of the gold.
You know, I hate to say this, but they are going to probably want a song or something from you, or something like that, because of the act that you did last time. And that's going to draw more attention to you, and I think we should probably give some of the gold to someone who's not going to draw as much attention. Or we could take the bags and tie them to the saddle that Whirlwind has.
I do have one more idea. Give me all the gold, and I'll use the last of my magic to turn invisible, along with all the gold.
Okay. Do you think you'll be able to carry it all?
Maybe not all of it, but some amount.
How many belt slots do you have, Aldridge?
I've got one more belt pouch, but one of my other belt pouches has 100 gold in it already. It could probably take more. I've
So I'll
got
give
like
you-
all of my backpack slots available too.
I'll give you the 200 gold to round out that first belt slot, and then I'll give you another 300 gold So you'll have 600.
I forgot we were swimming in it.
And I will have 400. But maybe we could try and give, I don't know what a good bribe amount is, so I'll hold on to 100. Does someone else want to take 300 from me?
I have an idea. Adelaide, if you want to try to sneak past them, maybe you could use this.
And then I give Adelaide the ring, the Royal Soldier's ring. It'll give you advantage on strength saves. And I don't know if that's a +1 to your strength score or your strength modifier. It doesn't specify.
It is just a +1 to your strength score, so it would raise like a 15 to a 16 or a 16 to a 17.
Oh, it'll raise my 8 to a 9.
Yeah, and it's only
Well,
a
you'll
plus.
have advantage on strength.
No, it's only a
stuff,
+1. It's not advantage.
Oh, is it? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I must have misread that. Oh, for saves. Got it.
Yep.
Well, maybe that'll help out. So give her the ring.
I put it on.
I guess also I don't want to turn invisible. Okay, I will. So I have 400 gold. Adelaide has 600. Are we good then? That's good enough for me?
Sure.
That's good.
Still being mostly quiet, like for the majority of this time, Viridian will kind of slowly turn to Isaac and say, "Did you pay for a two-way trip?"
As it kind of turns after a moment, just kind of watching you guys pass back and forth like 600 gold in front of him. Not sure where the heck you guys got it from or how, but he kind of turns back. It's like a two-way trip. It's not like we got
To
a
get past
ticket.
bandits.
How much did you pay them?
Well, I had like 30 gold in my pouch at the time. They kind of just took the whole pouch. By pay them, I mean they came up and took our money and said we're good to go. It's not like I said, hey, good chap, here's $10. I'm good for 3 trips now, am I not?
Well, who would like? I am fine if someone would like to take around 300 more gold.
Isaac slowly raises his hand.
You will return this to us.
Was that a question?
No.
Okay.
I'll give him 300 gold and I'll keep 100 gold for myself.
Now hold on, you said that they just came and take whatever was on everyone's person, which means that if you're holding it, it doesn't matter. They'll take what you're holding. So, Flotsam, did you say that you could go invisible similar to how Adelaide can?
Yes, but my understanding was that we were going to pay them to get past.
Well, we can carry a lesser amount on the people who are visible. Everyone can carry, 5 gold on them. So we all give what we have as payment. But with you and Adelaide invisible, you can take the majority of what we have past them. And then getting back after that should be pretty easy.
Understood. I'll take back the 300 gold.
He looks super sad about it.
So I have 400 gold, but do you guys have like gold on you? Do you want me to give you any of this stuff? I'll give everyone, I don't know, like.
I mean, I got 6 gold.
Everyone like
right.
5? Does that sound? Is that what bandits want?
What
Yeah,
do
like
bandits
5 or 6.
want?
I mean,
What do
gold.
bandits want?
Gold is like most commoners make like 5 copper a day or something like that. So like, yeah, a gold piece is kind of like carrying like $100 bill almost for like a commoner. So having like 5 gold pieces is like, wow, you're carrying a nice chunk of money on you.
I'll give 5 gold to both Comet and Viridian.
I have my own gold. I'm fine.
Comet doesn't have any gold, I don't think.
Yeah, definitely give it
No,
to Comet though.
I have
I'll give
0
you-
gold.
I'll give you some of my original gold, so I'll give you 5 gold.
Hang on. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I don't want anyone else to get in danger. So, I put my hand on Flotsam's shoulder, and I cast Sanctuary on Flotsam.
Okay. Can you post that in a thing so I can see what it does? Okay. It only lasts a minute. But okay. Yeah.
Walk fast.
Yeah.
So let's go.
PV.
Yeah. I cast invisibility.
I cast. Yeah, I'll use. I'll spend. Maybe I can just say if you'll allow this, that I will have spent my time using the Troglord essence to get the invisibility portion of it. So I will also cast invisibility on myself, and then we can go.
Cool. Start walking over there.
Yeah, so you guys start wandering your way up. 2 of you invisible, everyone with around 5 gold on person. Let's drag you. Did I hide everything on this map? Seeing as it is your second run through, I did.
Good job, past Cheeky.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Zoom out. And then while everything loads in slowly, I'll potentially drag in everybody. We'll see if it wants to.
If it wants to work.
It's big map.
It's up to it today. There's 3.
Ah.
Big man. Could have just copied everything on the other page.
But we're here now.
Yeah, but it didn't.
Back again at doing it live.
Yeah, we do it live, fellas. Alrighty. As you're all kind of wandering back up the path, Carmen, how vigilant are you being with Silas's little sword? Did you equip it during the short rest to kind of keep it more closely?
I did not equip it.
You would not feel right equipping a friend?
I do not feel right equipping Silas. So I have him on me. But I think I'm just like holding him in one of my hands. Because in my mind, or in Comet's mind, we're going straight to get this resolved, so I don't see a reason to put him away.
That's fair enough. Whirlwind. Let me get him out.
Yeah, Cheeky, you forgot the most important NPC. The protagonist of this show.
Play the intro theme.
He's the one that looks up in the first second of the anime intro.
As you were holding Silas's little flame, one thing you kind of noticed during your time just cradling it and making sure it didn't go out. You're not sure how these things work, so you're kind of being a bit more careful with them. You notice kind of in the very center of it, it was this kind of vibrant yellow, almost radiant glow of a essence. You've handled them before. Almost this kind of very, very small pit in the center of it kind of turned blue.
Oh.
There's almost this little bead of blue in the very central mass of it.
Does it turn is it still just as warm?
Yeah, it didn't change in feeling in any way.
Okay. I think once I notice that, I'll probably whoever's close to me. I think Flotsam at this. I'll go up to them and I'll be like, we might need to hurry, or and then I turn over to Beth. I'm like, hey Beth, is this bad?
her mask kind of visibly sweats as she scratches her beak. I don't know. I'm not... I deal with herbs.
Oh, I thought you would have... okay.
I haven't had to deal with this personally.
Alright, all I know, we have to hurry.
She nods and kind of pats you on the arm.
And I'll whisper to the essence, just like, I hope you're okay, Silas. We'll get you back. And then just kind of start walking with the rest of the party.
Alright, so you and the boys all start wandering. Zoomy zoom. Oh, come on. Come on, gang. Got this.
Guys, are we just gonna go in there, or are we gonna try to sneak away?
Hamlet, just keep a hold of Silas. When the bandits come for the gold, give them what you're carrying, the gold, and then we'll move right past them.
Alright. I'll follow along.
I'm invisible.
Yeah, so with Adelaide and Flotsam invisible.
Like add a little thing.
Yeah, I just leave.
Just,
I send my bird to like fly, nondescriptly over the area. Not suspicious at all. It's fine.
yeah, it's just an owl.
Or I could just send it to like the pet dimension and then tell it to come back. I'll just do that.
Yeah, you can just like whoop. Yeah, as Hellion, you Whirlwind and Comet. No Rider, don't worry.
Yeah, no one else.
Yeah, no one else. All kind of start making your way through. The one who seemed to be talking to Flotsam earlier.
Cutthroat.
Yeah, the quote unquote cutthroat of the group stands up and kind of splitting his arms out in somewhat of a welcoming, somewhat of a well, look who it is arm gesture. Steps forward.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, sorry, I thought I had cut out because everyone was being quiet.
Yeah, he kind of waves over at you, Hellion. With his hands on his hips.
I mean, I've got on my face right now an expression of like just annoyance. Then I'm channeling the very real like sort of anger that I felt earlier when Silas was killed. And I'm using that to sort of mask the fact that we are kind of pulling one over on these guys. So I look at him and I'm just like,
what do you want?
He looks over at all the people around him and he steps forward a little more. He's like, oh, taxes, obviously.
and the Hellion just kind of glares at him. But then looks at like the marksman who's probably kind of got his hand on his rifle and everybody.
You see like the sun kind of glint off of it.
Yeah, I'm kind of giving this sort of like standoff, like I'm being a bit resistant, but then I just go,
fine, I don't have time to deal with you right now.
And I'll take the coin purse I have, has like 6 gold in it, and I'll just toss it to him.
Take it.
He'll grab it and kind of jingle it a little. He's going to roll an insight on it. So roll me a deception to deceive him. You try to make him think that you have a lot less than you actually do.
Okay.
Oof.
Oof.
I cannot see. Oh, there we go.
He kind of he doesn't let out anything. He smiles with this like kind of gnarly grin. He's missing a tooth or two.
There's nothing wrong with missing a tooth. I'll help you know.
He was missing a tooth or two. You know, can't really count from that far away. The fact you can notice he's missing any from that distance is pretty spectacular, honestly. He looks over at like the group of people waiting at the forest line. Kind of shouts over, is like, "Well, what are you waiting for?"
Does that mean we can pass?
I look at them and I say like,
everybody, just give him what you got.
And then I'm just gonna like move a bit more to kind of beckon people to sort of follow me.
I would get the 5 gold I was given out on my hand. Just kind of start walking up to them.
And we still, I mean, we rested, but like we probably still look like we kind of have been through it, you know?
Yeah, and you feel like they have taken notice that you're missing the robot they liked, and Silas is no longer there, and they never knew Adelaide was there, so...
the robot they liked.
Yeah.
Where's the robot we like?
So you walk up, and he kind of like steps forward. You see the 2 kind of next to you, slowly kind of pulling out their guns and loading them, like just in case, because you're freaking huge.
Oh, I stick my hand out with the 5 gold. And I say, this is why do you guys want this so much?
He kind of quickly like swipes it away, and then like he just very quickly starts like moving his hands up and down your sides, just searching you for other stuff. Just with no consent or anything. He's just looting through your stuff right now, just looking at what you have. Like, what do you mean, why do we want this stuff? It's money.
I mean, you seem to be kind of having a lot of trouble just for this stuff. Like, everyone I've talked to seems to kind of be afraid of this group, and it seems like you're just causing a lot of trouble for something so, I don't know, tiny?
He kind of squints at you and then, like, looks past you at Viridian. What do you mean, after all this blows over, we're going to be rich?
Where are you going to go?
Wherever you want.
I mean, you can do that now.
No, we can't. We leave this place, we're gunned down.
There isn't really a place where we can't go because we don't have this. I mean, if I throw this at somebody, it doesn't make them go away.
Comet, don't linger, let's go.
He kind of looks at you very confused. Like, I don't get the big man.
Okay. Well, bye. And I'll start walking away.
See ya.
Comet tries to understand capitalism. Part 2.
Not even capitalism, just currency.
Yeah.
Currency, yeah.
He looks over to like the other brigand, and as you walk up, you're like, dude had like a freaking huge hammer and an axe. What? Made no sense.
And a second hammer.
Why's he got so many hammers? Never understand it.
Covered in hammers.
Comet like walks up to the Helen and he's like, so you're telling me that as supply goes down, demand goes up? Like he's still like figuring out market economics.
I just don't understand. Do you think they're getting mad at each other if one of them has more of the gold than the other?
I imagine that. We'll talk about more this later. Let's just get past them for now.
I look back to make sure everyone's following.
Excuse me. Yeah, as you walk away, he goes up to Viridian.
Do these three behind me have money? Were they given?
Yeah, they were all given like a $5.
Okay. I will take out 2 gold pieces and very sort of like reluctantly and indignantly kind of just plop them at the ground at his feet. Just like drop them off the top of my horse.
How obvious is it that there is definitely more gold in your coin pouch than 2?
I'll make a deception check, but I'm not hoping it's that high. He is trying to hide it, but only to a certain extent.
Yeah. Smart.
He kind of sneers, having his hand open, ready for them as he just kind of throw them at his feet.
I don't say anything, I just look at him. And I want to make sure the other 3 behind me kind of get by fine before I ride on.
As you're kind of like mad dogging him, Beth kind of sidles around, kind of just holding out their money before the cutthroat snatches in. She kind of circles back around and runs over back next to Comet.
Yeah.
Isaac and Stan also walks up, like throws the 5 on the ground, spits on it, and then stomps on the gold on the ground. And gives some kind of gnomish hand gesture that you guys probably know is offensive to someone.
We can assume it's not it's not flowers and roses.
For the first time in like a few hours since everything that's happened, the Hellion smiles.
I like him. He's got the right attitude.
Isaac walks up, he's just like, I can't. That looked like it took too much energy here. He just kind of places the 5 he was given in the cutthroat's hand. Great, good. I'm never coming this way again. He kind of like pushes between the 2 of you.
I'm just kind of waiting for everybody to come.
Bunch up the reins in one hand, look at him again, and just kind of ride off towards all the gang. But I ride slowly, with very prominent clops of the hooves.
You hear one of the other brigands like, where was the robot? He's like, I don't know where he was. Shut up about it.
Quit your yapping.
Oh, God.
I wanted to, but boss, I wanted to see the robo.
I wanted to see him. He played the cool sounds.
He was nice. I wanted to see him. We never get to have any fun here.
Yeah, just kind of waiting for. I'm hanging around Beth, Stan, and Isaac, so we can like move on together.
Yeah. As I zoom out quickly, which makes the whole page do a jitterbug.
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 A jitterbug. Some more forest.
I'm gonna remain invisible because I don't see a reason to not be invisible.
It's kind of dark, you know, like you feel safe, you know.
I'm still walking by the Hellion.
So you all walk into the grove that's kind of you walked through earlier that had nothing really too menacing in it. Mm-hmm. A little respite in the forest from all the zombies and bandits.
A little sign that says "Rest here" that we completely ignored.
A little picnic table under the tree.
Yeah, there's like a little fire pit, like a little campsite.
Adelaide, as you're walking, you hear kind of piping up in your little book bag. You feel it kind of vibrating again as if it has a message for you.
Well, I try to figure out where it is because I am invisible,
Yeah.
my hand is invisible, and everything on me is invisible. But I kind of somehow fumble for my book and hold it.
You hear the familiar voice of Lex, your book. So we just gonna like beat feet or something? We're invisible. We could just leave.
Well, here's the thing. We need all of the people around us. We need as many of them as possible. It increases our chances of surviving this whole thing. We can't leave the country, so we need people to take the hits for us.
You hear a very belated book sigh as the pages kind of rustle. This has just been one bad thing after another.
Well, we didn't think it was going to be fun.
It could have been. Could have been alright. I mean, it was like...
Could I summon my
8% of
owl
the
back from the
chance.
pet dimension?
yeah.
Yeah. I summon back my owl, and have it sit on top of my head while I'm invisible, so people can kind of tell where I am.
You'll see a owl appear out of this an arcane little poof, and then just sit there perched on nothing as it kind of just levitates around. Look, Adelaide, just at least like maybe tell them I exist. Like if you get killed like the Lion Man and they don't take me and I'm just sitting there forever.
When we get back to camp, I can tell them about you. If you think that would help, if that would put your mind at ease.
It would, but you know, tell them something cool. Tell them how I'm way better than the other books.
we can say that I trapped the dying soul of the most ancient and powerful wizard contained in my book.
Yeah. What should my wizard name be?
Something grandiose, something ostentatious.
Is that it? Ostentatious?
I mean, it might as well be.
I
don't
like
think these people know a whole lot of words. It's fine.
Grandmaster Ostentatious.
It's two separate names, though. Ostentatious.
Yeah. So as you all wander further into this clearing, you see the location where you had met the other Tabaxi, Grey Cat, and all the zombies. But just like before, you see that the zombies are all kind of just standing around, kind of meandering back and forth. As it kind of wanders around to see the clearing, it's like, you see, now if we had gone back last night, then... Well, I assume you dealt with these on your way up here?
Yeah, we did have a little bit more help, but we've been through this before.
Stan kind of runs over next to Isaac, like brandishing his pickaxe, as if he's ready to throw hands. And Beth backs up behind you.
Yeah.
Alright, it looks like we're gonna have to cheer our way through these undead. But since we've gone through them before, we know that those arbalists are probably our biggest our biggest opponents. If we take them out first, then take the guards out, we should be good. Is everybody ready?
Sure.
Oh, I think so. I can't
Try
see
to draw them to
Flotsam,
me.
so I'm gonna give Viridian the advantage on initiative.
Ooh.
And before we do any combat start, I'll activate my blade song so I don't have to do that during the combat.
Alright, kind of get yourself jazzed up. You start playing that
Yeah.
aerobics thing.
I've got a little boombox. It's like 80s aerobic jazz.
Yeah.
Put on your leg
Got
warmers
hooked
and your
onto-
headband.
Yeah, I've got exactly, yes.
Time to jazzercise.
I start jazzercising over there, like.
So,
Come on, sweat it out, sweat it out.
considering you will often be going back and forth through areas, doing battles you have already done before, I want to propose to you all the quick combat mechanic to get through combats you've already done a bit quicker, so we don't have to spend an hour every session just going back through a battle. What this will entail is the enemies all have a collective AC, and we'll add up your guys' collective AC and like get the average of your armor classes basically. And then everyone gets like 1 round of actions. And how much damage you do, you kind of split the difference between the two. If you beat how much damage they do, you win the encounter, and you've only kind of spent what you spent to do battle. And if they beat yours, well then, you know, they have hurt you, and you got out of the encounter a bit more scratched than you might have wanted to.
And then you came in.
Got it.
Yeah. All right.
There's only if you want it. You can definitely just roll initiative and try and beat them up, but
I'm fine with just doing the quick one.
Yeah, exactly.
let's give it a trial run.
Yeah, expedite the process.
Give it a little trial run.
All right. So,
Should we just drop our initiatives in the roll 20 and then you can add them up?
Well, it's
I need
our-
armor
Sorry, not my
classes,
initiatives, our ACs. I meant.
Yeah. So give us your and I guess we'll just go with base AC for convenience.
Yeah.
Or like with mage armor on, I
18.
suppose. Oh damn.
Mine would normally be
12.
higher, but I'm out of spell slots to cast Mage Armor. Well, actually, Mage Armor lasts for 8 hours, don't it?
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
it do?
actually,
It hurts, don't it?
excuse me. I should be at 18, not 15, so forget that first one.
Right, plus 18. Plus 18. Plus 15. Alright, now let's get the little NPCs.
Is your dex modifier 5?
Whose?
Who are you asking?
Oh, the Hellion.
No, I've got Blade Song up.
Oh, I was like, how are you getting 18 AC with mage armor? I was like, what's going on there?
15.
I forgot about Blade Song.
6, 7, 8. Equals that divided by 8.
I forgot about Blade Song.
Oh, wait a minute. So rounding
Hold
up,
on.
Wait a
your
tick.
collective AC is 15 for this encounter.
Oh, like averaging.
Yeah, your average AC is 15 right now, which is a lot higher than theirs.
Hey.
So, I guess just roll a quick initiative to see who's doing what in the turn order first. You guys will go first, and then the enemies will. It'll be fine.
Whoa.
Whoa, Adelaide.
Adelaide's ready to fire them up.
Get in there, baby.
Trying hard, huh?
Imagine just in her, she's just like, this is to get back to civilization. This is to get back to civilization.
That is exactly what is going through her head. She hates being in the forest.
Oh, Verdin, you did have advantage. Oh, okay, you do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't roll good the second time.
Yeah, okay.
Initiative. initiative. Bada bing. Descending. Adelaide, you have 1 round worth of attackage to do.
Well, since I am all out of spell slots, I'll do a firebolt.
Doing a classic firebolt. That'll easily hit their collective AC.
Very nice.
So you've done a nice 4 to there.
Overall damage.
You've got 4 in your pool so far.
4 in the pool.
Viridian, add to the pool.
Can I action surge in the quickened combat?
Absolutely. Like, if you want to use a resource to make the combat go better, like, that's what it's for.
Absolutely. Alright, then I'm gonna pop a, bam, bam.
Oh, both will hit. All will hit.
And then 2 more, just to kind of boost that
Just
one
round
a
it out.
little bit.
And I assume you raged as well?
I did not rage, actually.
Okay, so we'll take off
rage on all of those.
So,
I mean, we could just say that you did.
still a lot. And even with the 1 sneak, it's 14, 19? 19 damage, I think, all up.
Yep.
Nice. Flotsam.
It's 18 plus the 1 little ditty.
Yeah.
I would have run in and to get as many people as I could and cast Thunderclap on them.
Alright.
So I don't know how you want to do that. But I'll just cast Thunderclap, I guess.
Oh, the maximum.
The maximum.
Ba-boom.
Maximum thunder.
Maximum clap.
Thunder.
We'll roll a con save. How many need it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 con
I don't think
saves.
it hit all of it. Okay.
Yeah, I guess let's roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I already counted. Roll a d8. See how many you can hit.
Oh. The chance of hitting all of them.
There's a
8.
Well, one
big. Would you get one of them?
Very cool. Very cool.
Well, at least he failed, so
Hey.
that could have been big. That could have been Notorious B.I.G.
Could have been big.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be me.
Alrighty. Hellion.
So are they mostly clustered together though?
Yeah, they're assumingly they're everywhere and nowhere.
All right, I'm gonna find a spot where I can, get as many of them as I can together, just like he did with Thunderclap. But I'm gonna use my once per long rest casting of Burning Hands, except I'm going to breathe fire on them. So I do like the Piccolo mouth beam, like and then just.
All right, yeah. Roll a d8. See how many you can get.
Okay. Please roll well. That would be pretty cool.
You got half of them.
4.
Roll your fire breath.
And then the DC is going to be, I believe, 14 because it's off my Constitution since it's a racial ability.
And it's Dex, correct?
Dex, yeah.
All right, goody. I did not take into account AoE spells when I was making this in my head earlier, but I feel like I got a good. I feel like I'm just rolling. It's easy enough. Makes it and 3 don't roll the damage. And it's save for half, right?
Save for half. That's right.
Okay. Just the 8.
Oh, whoops! I have Red of Flame on. Forget that top one. It's just the 8.
Right. So. Plus.
So it's 8, 8, 8, 4.
Plus 8 plus 4. Alrighty. Isaac. The cartographer, map maker man, is going to stab. Just beating the collective AC for 4 piercing. Woo! Woo! Old man Stan, shoulders in the plan. What do you got for me? He's got pack tactics. We'll let him have it.
Hey.
He misses.
Oh,
Stan!
his head wasn't in the plan.
He was too small, man.
Face deep in flan.
Gonna Sacred Flame one of them. Oh, Beth the girl.
Hey, Bethy.
Hey, she didn't get a 1.
And he failed. Yeah, right, that's... you'd love to see it. Whew. 8. Alrighty, Comet. Last up.
All right. Well, it's like I said, it's the last one, but I'm gonna go ahead and guiding bolt one of them.
Alright, roll the guiding bolt.
Oh.
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 Miss.
It was almost a 19. Well, that's a miss.
Yowza. Alright, so you collectively did 69 damage.
Hell yeah.
That's how you know it works.
God damn it, why does Silas have to be dead for this?
Look, it's only through Silas's absence that we can achieve this.
Exactly.
Your sacrifice earned
True.
us this.
Don't bring me back so we can keep hitting this number.
I refuse to come back.
Alright, so the
We'll
two
bring you back. We just have to kill you each time.
obelisks. I need a second calculator tab.
Uh-oh.
Time for extreme math.
Yeah. Play the Matrix overlay. 3 undead commoners.
Need to borrow my calculus textbook for this, Cheeki?
Yeah, this is hard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Another. They got the exact same. Okay, not overall. Don't worry. +4, and the 3 undead guards are doing 1, 2, 3. Only one of them hitting for 7. Alright, so it was your 69 versus their 29. So you easily decimate them. But I think the 29 damage is divvied up between the how many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
If can we opt to like try to take more hits than other people? Like I'm up in combat, or in melee, so like could I opt to take more of that damage?
You can have my damage.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure, buddy.
If you want to take someone's damage.
I wonder if we could go in initiative order and then like just say how much damage we want to take, and then I mean that would screw over the person at the very very end, but
just especially since Adelaide and did Flotsam do a melee attack, or did you do?
I got in there. I would take some damage. Yeah.
Okay. Adelaide was doing firebolt from a distance, so I think she would be making sure not to be in melee.
Yeah, I'll opt
very
out of taking
Adelaide,
damage.
how much are you gonna take?
I'll
None?
choose to
Cool.
not take that damage.
Viridian, how much do you want to take out of the 29?
I'll take 29.
Okay. Viridian just
feeling
gets
like a martyr.
hoarded in the middle and just like kicked on his horse, doesn't do anything.
Actually, you know what? No. I'll take 28.
Okay.
I'll take the last one.
Alright, Flotsam
Oh my
takes
gosh.
1.
I'll hit that last one. That sick 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
You have successfully, easily defeated them. I think if you
Cool.
roll below them, you'll just have to do another round, like the penalty round if you don't beat their damage.
Punishment round.
Yeah.
Punished round.
But it
Sudden
doesn't-
death.
yeah.
The first to take 1 hit point of damage dies.
And can I just like apply a collective? Well, yeah, here, hang on, just
Yeah. let me move
there.
around.
They're all done.
Yeah. We did it.
The zone's dead.
The zone is dead. Don't worry, we'll streamline this a lot more in the future. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine like after this battle, like the way that Viridian was fighting was like deliberately like putting himself in harm's way and stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially in
Yeah.
front of the 3
Three newbies?
Schmooks. Yeah.
Schmooks?
Oh yeah. The noobs. Well, actually, you know, Beth ain't no noob. It's really just Isaac and Stan, and really it's just Isaac. I feel like Stan, like, is just, he can fight. He's just smart about when to fight and like what he's gonna fight for. I think it's really just Isaac who's the.
Real quick while I can, I'm gonna just take a brief second.
Yeah, do a quickie second.
For the next zombie fight.
I will, before this one, I'm going to activate my last blade song for the rest, as well as I'm going to do the Crimson Rite, as to get some fire damage on my swords.
Alrighty.
I'm going to go ahead and cure wounds, Viridian.
Alright.
Yeah. I take 4, and I still have my temporary hit points from Flotsam from a while back, so
Yeah.
get out of that.
Don't forget you guys got those you can definitely sponge through when you're going through these.
Oh, that's not a lot. Well, I rolled a 1. Take 5, heal, Viridian.
Take 5 heal.
Yes.
Are we just gonna use the same initiative, or are we gonna roll new?
I guess we can use the same.
Let's just keep it going.
Yeah, just keep it going. Rush
doesn't
it.
matter to me.
Yeah.
So you come across another group. The wall that seemed to separate this area from the hut that you defeated the lumberjack in seems to have been broken down in the meantime, and the ones that were dead in there seem to have come out here to join these guys. So, well, it's technically a different encounter. Like, screw it, right? So I assume you all rush in there and initiate combat round 2. Play the Pokemon battle theme. I really need saved battle music. I don't think I have it yet. No, my copy claim now.
Wild zombies appeared.
Where's the zombie theme?
I send out Flotsam. Point.
Flotsam.
Oof, some right in the face.
Yes. I was hoping. Flotsam, use whatever the heck you feel like, man.
Thunderclap is like a real spell. You know, Thunderclap sounds like
real
a
move.
The dark battle.
I'm looking at your spells. Bing, 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 bing. Thunderclap.
You gotta do a
Super
post on
effective.
Twitter of the Hellion, and the Pokemon you choose is just Flotsam.
Flotsam.
Alright, so you guys run in once more to the fray. Flotsam, you're up again.
I'm up?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll do the same.
Another go for an AoE. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 this time.
Gosh. Here
Wouldn't
comes
it
that
be Adelaide
one.
first? I mean, I guess unless we're just keeping the Torn Order.
Yeah, we'll just keep it as is.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Thunderclap.
Oh wait, hang on. It's we'll save. We'll re-roll that when it comes to your turn because I didn't reapply it.
Okie doke.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, unless it's a lower number, yeah, then we'll bring
That's
it back
fine. I was confused as well. Okay.
yeah, Adelaide. Sorry, you are first up.
All right. Gee, I wonder.
Yeah.
It's Firebolt. That's literally all I can do, unless I stab someone with a dagger.
Right.
Don't need to. You did 7 to the pool.
Dagger stab.
Dagger stab.
Cool.
V-Rad.
All right. I just do my stabs. Clock in. 1 stab, 2 stab.
3 stab 4. Both hitting. I'll allow you to get sneak attack on one. It's assumed you can get a sneak attack off.
Just the one little.
Just the one.
Roll that 6.
Yeah.
Hey.
So 16, nice. Up next, Flotsam.
Flotsam. Do you want me to re-roll the 3?
Do you feel lucky? Do you want to
No.
re-roll it? Or are we
No.
using the 3 then?
Fine
roll
with the 3.
roll the d10 and see how many you hit. AoEs can
one,
really
then.
make or break this, Jazz. Holy moly. You hit
Yeah,
2!
cool.
Sweet.
This is why I didn't feel lucky.
Yeah, right? A con and a con.
Oh no.
Well, yeah.
Attack me.
Hit both at least, so... Plus 6.
Really love if I had some spell slots, but I don't got none.
You did use them all on the Troglord.
I did. that's
Hell
true.
Iron. What are we doing?
Oh wow! For a second, I didn't know what you were saying. I was like, "Who? Oh, that's me."
That you, buddy.
Well, see, this is why I like playing Jish characters, because I like having magic, but I also like having something to do when I have no magic. So I'm going to fire swords this up. So I'll have 2 attacks.
Nice, nice.
Boom,
Ooh.
and wow, one's a crit
Oh.
for a lot and
Ooh.
a lot.
Alright,
Yeah.
stand by. 8. 12.
And yeah,
21.
numbers.
I think that is.
21 mixed slashing and fire, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my little dance. I'm dancing around, blading
Go
it
in like
up.
a Beyblade and just blend them.
Oh, sweet.
Is it? Rapier! He do it!
Hey, Isaac.
Plus 3 to the pool. Old man Stan and Beth.
Join the pool party.
Going to pool party! War pick. That'll hit
Hey.
for 9 piercing. Hot damn!
Oh, Stan.
Old man Stan! Who's probably not that old actually, he's just a gnome. Don't bully him.
Scrouchy, it counts.
Yeah. And Sacred Flame on Undead. It's no brainer, they have terrible decks. You literally rolled a 0. Plus 5. And last but not least, Comet.
I'm gonna just hammer one of them.
Go for the bonk.
I think I
That'll
missed
hit.
again.
No, that'll hit.
Oh, yeah.
The many little dudes really squish down the EC of this
The
one.
overall. Yeah.
So plus 6. This time you did a cumulative 73 points of damage to this group.
Oh,
Big. Alright, undead commoners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 slam attacks.
Oh.
Alrighty, 1 crit, 1 naturally failed.
They balance themselves out.
Slam for only 10 damage so far. Let me get rid of that. Hang on. 10. And all the swordsmen, 4 of whomst. And only 2 of them hit. For 13. So they only did 23 damage to you guys.
ha!
But you easily destroyed them.
Okay.
Alright, Adelaide, you're taking any.
As like, you know, a hollow show of respect, I'll take 3 damage.
You take 3. Alright. 20 left, fellas.
Leave
Are we
some
going
for
down
the
the
rest of us. Don't take
Or-
it all.
Oh, Viridian's not here.
Oh, he's not?
Okay.
Alright, well,
So we can't
Yeah,
take any
yeah,
damage.
can't take any.
Yeah,
Flotsam.
we
You can't take any damage.
Wait, where'd Viridian go?
I don't
Did
know.
miss that?
This would
He's
be a
BRB
bit.
right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the Never mind. I'll take 5.
Alright, 15 left. Hellion.
I'll take the rest. I haven't really been hit a lot, so I can afford it.
Alrighty.
So that's, after that, 14 from my total. I'm at 28 now, which is actually still pretty good.
Alrighty, there we go. You get past them. They're dungeon rings.
Heck yeah.
You advance to the next area.
Yay, we made it. Well, you made it.
I mean, you're with us, technically.
Yeah.
Technically.
In literal essence, you are here.
Everyone left and comment and Flotsam. you guys are going too fast.
Alrighty, so to your west is the hamlet. But if you want to go to the east, you can. Like, it's
no, I forgot that we did that. Yeah, no.
Maybe later.
Yeah, maybe later. You gotta go there eventually, I suppose. Alright.
There's so much I still want to explore, but I also don't want us to be carrying the essence or corpse of our friend while we do it.
Well, you do know to the east is the Way of the Mine, which you have to go to if you want to progress. So
I forgot what direction everything was, but that makes a lot of sense.
But we did promise all the NPCs we would get them back to the hamlet.
We just decide, yeah, you know what? Nah, we're not going to do that. You're on your own.
So, you all head westwardly back towards the hamlet. You see the glow of life in the distance coming from the palisade walls. You see smoke kind of billowing out of the central area where you assume Lawrence is sitting. But he's not! The place is on fire!
Oh no!
No. It's just a
Oh god.
Don't scare me like that. Come on.
Dude, it's just lit, dude. That's all I meant.
The roof is on fire.
Yeah.
Maybe we should raise the roof.
Alright, we're here.
Dogs be barking.
Boof. Bark.
Orf.
Heck.
Alright.
As soon as we walk in, I'll ask Beth, like, where do we go? Where's the man that can help us?
Right. She slowly materializes next to you as I drag her out.
Melts into reality.
Oh, that's Beth.
I am
Classic.
here, mortal.
All the time.
I have returned. She points off towards the top left of the map, up the hill. And they say he lives up there. I haven't been there personally, but
That's what you know.
yeah, that's what I know.
Well, I think. Are you gonna stick around here in the hamlet?
She nods, slowly, kind of looking around, and then like kicking up pebbles. Like, unless you like want me to come with you guys, but
Oh. Well, I'd be delighted if you came with us, but I think it's probably better if you stuck around here.
yeah, right,
For a bit,
probably
I
safer. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's completely up to you what you want to do. If you ever want to go on an adventure with us after you're well rested and have a wanderlust like many of us, then you're completely welcome to join us whenever you like.
Oh, thank you. The Hellion?
You can call me Ra. Hellions more like a a title that I was given. I don't really know who called me that first.
And what came first, the Hellion or the Ra?
No
What,
one will
what
ever
came
know.
first? I guess it's just a nickname. I'm not really sure where it came from.
As
It's
you're
kind of stuck
all
with me.
wandering in, someone who you saw earlier, who you assume is like the guard captain, quickly kind of rushes over. Just kind of like holding their sword rather than having it like sheathed in their belt. And he looks kind of just amazed that so many people are wandering into the hamlet at this point.
I thought he was about to enforce the no gnomes policy.
Yeah, like, get him out of here. You know the
Just
rules.
throws him into the ravine.
He kind of walks up and like just looks amazed. It's like how are there so many of you? What the? Where did you all come from?
Well, we were helping out some friends we found to come back to the hamlet. Like, you asked us to, like, make sure that we don't do anything foolish. So I think it's kind of better to have just more people here to make sure it's safer.
Impromptu rescue mission.
Yes, no, it's just well, kind of like takes a step back a little, kind of easing up. Usually I have to tell people that I'm gonna pay them to do this, but here you guys are just going off.
We'll accept compensation. We had to pay off some bandits, so
They're still out there.
Oh, not for long. We'll take care of them in due time.
Even better.
But in the meantime, I mean, we suffered some losses. If there was a reward, what would you offer us?
Well, same offer I give anyone who goes out there, really. 50 gold a head. Not for bandits, for people you bring back.
Oh. Okay, well, that's pretty good.
Not including yourselves. You can't just bring yourself back and keep grabbing the money. Ever since James the Swindler. Ugh.
Oh no. You think people would suspect after being called the swindler.
Exactly.
But no.
He came up with, I'm James the Swindler, and we're like, oh, cool, what do you do?
It's like, well, if he's so honest about it, surely he can't be.
We thought that was a swindle as well.
That we don't get. I'm a little disappointed we don't get more, but I guess I understand. I suppose 50 gold per head is fine.
So that would be 150 gold.
He like looks over. And,
yeah, who all counts? Like,
well, depends. Were you responsible for the cat as well?
Yes.
Oh, great cat.
Yes, we were.
Roll a
And
persuasion?
anyone else that came back in our absence, we were responsible for as well.
yeah, we sent him back ahead.
Roll a persuasion, then a deception.
We actually told you to come here.
Do you want me to roll one of them?
I think Flotsam. Are you helping me with this? Because you're usually the one that kind of smooths these.
I
things
can
over.
roll persuasion or deception, whichever one you are.
Well,
one's
they
rolling
said
one,
it.
one's
They
rolling the
gotta
other.
roll it. You'd have to assist
Yeah, no.
at this point.
I can assist on either roll. I assist somebody who is not being assisted, or I
You
can
can roll
myself.
the Hellion. I'll just
Since I'm the one that's making the claims, I'll just roll advantage for the assist that you guys are kind of like nodding, going, "Yep, yep." So we'll do persuasion then deception.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. A 16 persuasion.
Oh damn.
And a 19 deception.
Oh, that's not bad.
There we go.
The deception, anyway.
Nice. Let's roll his. What would this even like? So you're trying to persuade him, so he doesn't believe.
He doesn't believe the truth.
Yeah, he doesn't believe the truth. I never understand how these work. He looks a little confused, because I'm also confused, and I'm not even sure what I was asking for at that point. But considering the only person who did come back was Grey Cat, it doesn't matter anyway.
Sweet, no consequences.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'll get some, gold ready. Come by the town hall when you're
like,
not
just
busy.
3 question marks when I think about who you are.
Are you asking my name?
Yes. Was that not clear?
You talk about question mark? Look, I am the leader of these mercenaries. We're not really affiliated with the town, but we're here now, so we're doing our best. That's Brachus. No affiliation to a guy who was killed by a kraken.
Oh,
A kraken?
He was a legend. He got split in half by a kraken. There's a ship named
Have I
after
heard
him.
this? Have I heard this?
Yeah, have
story?
I heard this?
You've definitely
Have we
heard
heard
he wasn't a pirate, but he was at once a fierce spy master for a kingdom, and he dived into the water to beat up a kraken and was killed by it.
It's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. It was named after him.
No, it's unfortunate that we're not meeting the real Brachus, but rather someone named after him.
Oh no! Thoughts that
Yeah,
we were
but
only
the real
ready for
Brachus-
one death today.
He does
Brachus died as a kraken. Anyone after that would not be that Brachus.
Is it typical for your kind to name their children after great heroes as a sort of way to impart their story upon them?
He nods slowly, still not sure what you are.
Have you killed a kraken?
Well, not yet. You never know.
Have you tried to kill a kraken?
Well, technically, the original Brachus didn't kill a kraken.
Have you succeeded where he has failed?
That depends.
On what?
What he has succeeded or failed at.
Killing a kraken.
He failed at that as well, though.
So, like your namesake, the only thing you have in common with him is failure.
Oh God!
I'm gonna get your money ready. You guys have a good day.
Understood.
Jeez.
Give the man a break.
He kind of walks over, kind of just leaning
He's gonna
against
hate
the
us
wall.
forever.
He does the essential NPC in Skyrim when he gets hit. He kind of just drops to a knee and recovers a little. He's getting rattled
Also,
over here.
I love you, buddy, but man, you gotta work on your
What?
your questioning. It's like a little honest, maybe a little too honest. I think you hurt his pride.
I thought honesty was a respectable quality.
Yeah, it is. I mean, mostly. It's okay to lie sometimes.
Did I say something that offended him?
Well, you insinuated that he's by not killing a kraken that he's, I guess, less of a man or something, which, might be true, but that's not nice.
But I have not
Kind of-
killed a kraken, and I am not less of a man than he is. I'm simply pointing out that he has not succeeded in that respect.
I mean, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, kind of not nice to say those types of things.
I didn't see all the symbols on it.
What did you do? What did I do to him?
Dude,
Every status affliction.
crippled him.
No, come on, man. I didn't mean
You know,
to
it's okay.
I didn't know I was gonna give him
Well,
icons. No. Everything I touch dies.
It's okay, you know, it's been a long day. Maybe you can make it up to him with the song later.
I'm gonna keep him with
Understood.
that one, though. I like that one.
Right now, I'm going to go and purchase munitions for myself. I have some things that I think this money would help me with. I am happy to mete out some of the some of this gold to the rest of you. Should you need to require upgrades to your armor or new munitions for the journey ahead. But I think it best, looking at Comet, I think it best that we take the night here to recharge ourselves and ensure that we have the resources for the journey ahead. Silas will be of no... We will be of no use to Silas if we are also dead.
I'll look up at where Beth pointed. Does it look like close, or does it look like it would take us a bit to get there?
You feel as if just walking up that path, it'll be like kind of close by. You can see the faint smoke trail from a building, you would assume, or a camp, if he is at a camp.
Flotsam, if you think it's better to stop here and take a breather, then we can. But I think we could probably just make our way there. I don't want to keep Silas waiting.
I recall Comet that the reason that Silas is in the predicament that he is because you did not heed the warnings of the rest of the group and decided to act hastily without taking the time to rest. So if you and Viridian would like to do what you did last time and put yourselves into danger at the expense of the rest of us, I will not stop you, but I'm not going to help you in the same way that I did previously. So I will say again, I'm going to purchase munitions for myself. And I would be happy to distribute gold to those of you who require it for other purposes.
I take
Stop
a seat.
putting icons on your character.
Stan, like, as you're saying those steps, just kind of like...
not the broken heart emoji. Stop it. I don't like the broken heart.
Stan kind of sidles around, and Hellion, as they pass you, is like, he's cold-blooded. Oh.
If Adelaide is the fire lady, then Flotsam's the burn man.
The burn master.
Honestly, everyone's kind of better at burning things than I am. I'm realizing.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna pester Lawrence for a drink. Have fun. Thank you, I guess.
I want to go buy a gun. I don't know if this is the right part to say that, but I want to purchase. I don't know who I buy that from. If I buy that from the blacksmith.
Yeah, who is all available to visit? I'm sorry, the second session I was asleep, so I kind of missed some.
I think Grey Cat has Cat has wares. Khajiit has wares.
Khajiit has wares.
And I imagine the blacksmith has wares.
The blacksmith, now that you have gotten his basic tools back from Stan, he can now upgrade your weapons to +1 for the fee of 250 gold.
Oh, cool.
That's all he can really do right now. Grey Cat has all sorts of different things to purchase. Anything from the general store stuff, the adventuring gear you could get from him, just in surplus weapons and stuff as well.
Can I purchase?
Trader.
Can I purchase a black powder rifle?
You may. A black powder rifle.
150 gold.
Is 150.
Can I trade in? I don't know how much it will help, but I have like a dagger that I don't have space for. I don't know if I can trade that in and get a little bit of a discount.
How much
like
is a dagger in the...
I think it's like nothing. I think it's like 5 gold, if that. I don't think it's worth that much. If you're talking about like rules as written.
Yeah.
Let me look up. It's like 2 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll say you can get $1 for it.
Hell yeah, 149, baby. Cool. So I'll subtract.
And ammunition is kind of just
400.
implied with things, so
Okay.
you're never really out of ammo, because no one likes to keep track of ammo.
Okay. So I have 250 gold left. 251 gold left. If anyone wants gold from me, I don't. That's the only thing I wanted to buy.
Yeah, are we split? Are we doing a split of like even shares?
It's up to you guys.
Well, I don't think so because I just spent more than. Actually, I guess I didn't. I guess for 6 people.
Well, let's divvy it out now, and then we can all kind of decide what we want to do with our share.
How many of us? There's 5 of us, and we have 1,000, so that's 200 gold for each person.
Well, there's 6 if
Sorry,
you count.
Silas.
So, yeah, if you count.
Yeah, if we want to hold on to, if we want to bank Silas's money, that's what a.
And there is the ring if you want to bargain that for someone's reward.
I would
So it's
also
like
argue that what we got from the Troglord, maybe we should give.
Troglord, the suit of the big one.
Yeah, so I would probably argue that Beth should get a share because she participated in the battle, and I think we were all kind of on the same page that Viridian and Comet kind of forfeited theirs. But I want to know what everyone else thinks before we go ahead with that.
I don't think Viridian takes anybody else's money. Comet doesn't get what money is, but if people want to buy him things, that's fine. But Viridian says nay.
I wanted to go give the blacksmith some of the steel we found.
So
Beth gives you a thumbs up.
so
That's a good idea.
So how much gold did we have? Because I wasn't keeping track.
You had 1,000 minus
1,000.
like the 25 you gave to the whatever you gave to the bandits.
The bandits, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just pull out a calculator. We're gonna do some calculations and some math for this D&D game.
What?
So many calculators this episode.
Yeah.
I did have
a lot of math.
I already had gold on me that I gave them, so I wouldn't take that out of the 1,000. I don't know if other people also had gold on them that was sort of being divvied out for that sort of taxes thing. But if we're just saying like we got 1,000, and then there's Silas, Beth, Hellion, Flotsam, Adelaide. It's 5. So that would be 200.
Sorry, go ahead.
I believe that Beth, Adelaide, the Hellion, Flotsam, and Silas, when he comes back, would all get 200.
And I have spent 150 of mine. I wanted to ask for the black powder rifle. I have a 2d6. If I roll a crit on that, do I roll 3d6 or 3d6 or 46? Okay.
Okay. That just getting that out of the way so that when people want to do stuff, they have a pool of gold they can pull from. And if well, I guess I'll leave it up to everybody else, but I'm also personally okay with like giving gold to, after the shares are divvied up, giving gold to either Viridian or Comet if they need something and it would help them in future combats and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, since Flotsam very much convinced Comet to stay behind, Comet's gonna go lumber his way over to the blacksmith and like start, I guess, emptying out his backpack. He's gonna take the lumberjack axe and the Troglord's warhammer out of his backpack.
Too big.
Yeah.
Who wants? I have 200 gold. I'll give those to whoever wants that.
Yeah, so he kind of mounts them up like trophies of your victories on the wall.
Oh, I kind of go, oh, I mean, yeah, keep them there if you want, but I thought maybe you could use this for your forge.
Well, if anyone asks for a huge hammer, I can guess I can just give him that one, but not many people asking for stuff.
Hmm?
Not many people asking for stuff these days, so the metal's nice, but it's not like I'm making anything right now. Unless you want me to make something.
You're not a lot of people are asking for weapons?
Oh, most people have their own when they arrive.
So, what's your day look like then?
I sit here and poke at the embers until someone asks me to sharpen their weapons.
Okay.
Look, that cat, he goes around snooping, picking up all the weapons from all the other people who've come in here and died, and he kind of just sells them, so... Not ethical, or something similar to that word, but... better in the hands of alive people than the dead.
Right. So you just kind of you make people's weapons better.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think that's useful. Well, those two weapons, I thought maybe you could use them, for something, but, I mean, we can keep them here and just...
Well, yeah, if you want them back at any point, they're just sitting there.
Yeah, if we want to borrow them, would that be okay?
Of course.
Okay, I can just leave them here then.
Yeah.
Well, nice meeting you. Oh, they call me Comet.
They call me, as I look at myself in the mirror, Harold the Smith. Well, the Ember Poker right now, but soon they're gonna call me the Smith.
Know your name.
Right.
Oh,
Hey, Harold.
that girl I see.
Well, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you some other time.
I hope so. Bring me a weapon you want to be better. Kind of cocks his head at your hammer.
Okay. Yeah, I can... Can you make this hammer better?
Yeah, but it will cost.
Cost what?
250 gold.
So you want me to give you gold like I gave the bandits?
Well, yeah, but this is for a service. I'm not robbing you.
Well, I mean, they let us pass. Is that a service?
Not exactly. It's an inconvenience. If they weren't there...
Okay. I'll start quietly walking away.
He scratches through his beard.
Yeah, that's all I'll do for now.
Beth kind of comes up to you after you're done talking to him, and she kind of cocks her head at you. It's like, I thought you were going to go help your friend. You're hanging around.
I mean, I want to. I'm definitely still planning on it, but my other friends, at least I think, they do make a good point. I don't want to be the reason anybody else more than the people I've already inconvenienced to be in trouble. So if the person is there, then I hope Silas can hold on for a little longer. And I'll look at his flame to see if the blue dot has gotten any bigger.
Hasn't changed.
Okay. I'm still worried, but I think they know what they're doing too.
Yeah, she kind of brings her hand up and kind of like just tickles her fingers at like the top of the flame. So, well, he's not going anywhere, I guess.
I hope not. But I think they said we have like a house somewhere we can sit down and probably feel a little safer in there. Do you want me to show you there?
Yeah, I guess. I was gonna head back to the hole in the wall we seem to crawl out of, but this place seems nicer than that place.
A hole in the wall? You mean like that stone door that we passed by?
You know,
What's in there?
it's just a little fortification. I mean, it's a large area, but it's just where where they do their research.
Does it look like this place?
She kind of looks around. Not really. It's more cramped and the air's stiffer and you can smell everyone because it's gross.
Ooh. So, I guess almost like that underground place you were in.
Yeah. She cocks her head. Oh, way too similar.
So, if you're all in, do you all wear masks while you're inside there too?
He nods.
Can I ask you why?
She looks down a little, and then kind of shrugs. To keep any airborne things away from us.
You mean like air or like pollen, or are you talking more like diseases?
She nods. Yes, more diseases than allergies.
Well, me and other people you've seen don't have masks, but I think we're doing okay. I mean, from what I can tell, I'm not an expert in it like you are.
Better safe than sorry.
I guess that's true. Maybe Viridian does that for that reason too. I should ask him.
She kind of looks over at him, even though he's like right above you on the map still.
Well, I'm assuming we're making our way to the place right now.
No, I
So
kind of
I'll-
like if Birdie just hears that and just sort of gives you a look and then just trots off on Whirlwind.
Okay. Well, I think I think Adelaide was kind of interested in going in there
She
before.
looks at Adelaide. Also standing there.
I mean, it doesn't seem like much to do.
Because weren't we knocking?
We were knocking. Back when we hadn't arrived at the hamlet yet, we didn't really have anywhere to stay.
They are
Oh, so it was more
rather
of a-
shrewd. They don't answer to outsiders ever.
Would they answer if we looked like them?
Oh,
I assume not.
depends how convincing you are.
I guess that's true.
You know,
Okay.
if my memory serves correct, we were supposed to revive Silas, potentially, maybe?
Well, yeah, and I still do want to do that, but we
Then
need.
what's the holdup?
Well, Flotsam said we need to stay here, so
We could
everyone's okay.
Sneak off and do it.
I was gonna say Flotsam doesn't have the soul, so it's not up to him really.
Yeah. You
Or
have-
a soul, to be honest.
You
Look.
have the soul. Beth
do.
can show us to the person who's supposed to help. And I want to know what's going on. So why don't we just go?
All of us right now?
Yes.
If we run, they can't stop us.
How far away is this cabin or whatever you're heading off to?
Yeah, she points to the same path she pointed to before, kind of the northwest area of the map, past the graveyard. And you can see there's like a plume of smoke coming from very briefly into the tree line up there. Like, it looks very close by.
It's right over there.
I think that Flotsam is just a bit upset at how things went down, but if it's not a dangerous trek, like if it's easy to get there, I think it's fine. You can go. We need Silas back, so...
Yes,
If
I
it's
too
a-
would
if it's
feel
safe,
better
then-
if I knew that Silas was going to live.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
I think
also a bit curious about these essences and how they work, so I think I'll go with you.
okay. I think as long as we all go together, then I don't think Flotsam would mind. Although I
I
do
will let
understand-
him know that I will accompany you, and he has nothing to worry about, okay?
Okay.
Does he actually worry?
I'm not sure if he's
they
worried, but I'm just gonna
capable
let
of
him
that?
know so he knows where I'm at. Where is Flotsam? Where did he go?
He's chilling
Oh,
by
he's
the
over
fire. He's probably
Yeah.
checking out his new rifle.
I have a gun over here. Yo ho, I have a gun. I am a robot with a gun. Oh, sorry,
That
just
is
writing
a-
a new song.
That's a nice piece you got there, Flotsam. It's about
think
time.
it-
I've been telling you to get a firearm for a while, so I'm glad that you've finally made that leap.
It's been a while since I have owned one completely and not have used one off of the corpse of some unfortunate soul on the high seas.
Yeah, it has been a while. I just want to let you know that I'm going to be accompanying Adelaide and Comet to go revive Silas. We'll be up northwest past the graveyard. If you're wondering where I'm at, that's where I'm at.
Do you think that the wisest decision, Captain?
Well, a lot of times you have to do what's right regardless of whether or not it's wise, and Silas needs to come back. I do not want to risk waiting in case there's a window of time that we miss and we can't bring him back. I am prepared to take the risk.
Understood. Then I shall accompany you.
Okay, just if I could ask you one request.
Sure.
I understand that you're upset with Comet. I'm upset with him as well, but I ask that you do not bully him while we are reviving Silas. Just try to not guilt him too much. I get the feeling that he's already feeling pretty bad about what happened.
Guilt works well on sailors. Wouldn't you
It
agree,
does.
Captain?
It
He
does.
should know. He should know that his actions are in error.
And I believe he does. But I also believe that continuing to borrow a phrase, beat a dead horse, if you've ever heard that, it just isn't really going to... It isn't going to prove it any more than it already has. But in any case, you can do what you want, Watson. If you really feel that that is the right approach, I can't stop you. But my request is that you just lay off him for a little bit and let him sort of sit on what he's done.
Captain, it doesn't make completely logical sense to me, but that is why you are here, and I will follow your lead.
I appreciate it. Now let's go get Silas back.
Understood. Ah! How do I...
They fused.
Ooh, that is a terrifying combination.
That would be the meanest person.
The way it looked like she just fucking just push him to the ground. Like, what the fuck are you? Where you going? Huh?
She, like shoulder.
There's my
checks me.
F-bomb. Oh, I can't go this way. We gotta go this way.
Yeah.
And we're leaving Viridian. Is that what's going on?
They're coming along. I will, as soon as I see Flotsam walk up, I'll walk up to him, and I'll take out the sunflower, and I go up to him and I say, Flotsam, I know you're upset, and I get it. I've made some mistakes before, and I've been looking for forgiveness for a while. If I will keep this with me to remember not to make those same mistakes. If you want this back at any point, you can ask me. But just know that I'm going to be doing my best to make sure I make this up to you. And everyone else. So I'm sorry. And let's go get Silas back.
Comet, I find it admirable that you're willing to face your mistakes head on. I'm gonna turn. Is Viridian there?
I'm still there.
I'm going to turn and look at Viridian, and I'm gonna say, Captain, and then I'm gonna walk behind the Hellion.
I just choose to take psychic damage. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a vicious mockery. Roll it up.
Stone Cold Killer Flotsam. No emotion. I think what's great about role-playing Flotsam is he just doesn't have any other expression behind it besides like just pure, it's just nothing. He's just a blank stare. He can't even like frown or be angry or like sad.
This guy walks up to you. You assume they're giving you a very sorrowful look as they kind of shrug. Quickly jog off to catch up.
I'll wait for her.
My only friend is the only one who wears a mask.
Mask buddies gotta stick together.
Best buddies.
I don't think it's lost on Flotsam that like you haven't really spoken to any sort of responsibility at this point, and also you wear a mask. I don't think that's lost on Flotsam.
Alright, so you guys head up through the clearing above the sort of makeshift graveyard of several different etched in names on these graves. And you making sure I don't have anything showing that I don't need.
Don't want to show.
Yeah. You all arrive down the bottom of here. I'll copy you all. Do not sweat about it. I got yous.
Puppy.
Puppies.
Is that 2 puppies?
It's 2 doggos, rather.
2 doggos.
2 bow wows.
2 dogs.
I'm going to touch the dog.
As you all kind of approach, they kind of get on alert and like give out a few bow wows in like more just like signaling that people are arriving. Perhaps they don't look aggressive as you approach.
I raise my head and I just kind of say to the dogs, "Oh, it's okay. We're friends."
You hear one call out, "Well, Well, alright.
Is your owner here?
Yeah. But you might not all want to go in. You'll stress him out.
I forgot he could talk to animals, and I just thought the dog was just talking.
Yeah, you hear
That's what I
Comet
was-
talking,
I was
the
like,
dog
is
is
the
barking
dog
out at him.
I was just like, all right.
Oh. So, is he alone? Do you think all of us would scare him?
As you all get closer and you walk up to address this dog, you can see him as well as the other dog. They don't look all that normal for dogs. They're like missing a lot of flesh around some parts of their bodies. The one you're talking to, his like entire right side of his face is kind of just missing, and it's just like the skull, and it kind of just has this like kind of arcane essence in its eye, signaling like still life, while the other eye is still just normal. And the other dog seems about the same, just half undead, almost.
Could I do an Arcana check to see if I could get any more information?
Definitely.
Nah, not really.
No, not too
just
much.
a run-of-the-mill Arcana check.
Yeah, you definitely note that these are not aggressive for things that are, well, probably what they are. And it's odd that Comet can still talk to them, given their status. Like, you guys, Adelaide kind of knows what furbolgs are. They've never seen one, probably, but they know what they can do. But yeah, you're not sure. Definitely, probably the works of some kind of necromancy, but they're not exactly aggressive, so it's odd.
I'll just kind of kneel down so I'm as close to the dog as I can be. Say like,
Kind of leans back a little, like kind of sweating.
What? Yeah, because I didn't want to get like face to face. I just wanted to get closer. But yeah, that's fine. Well, do you think it'd be okay with them if? Do you think it'd be better if you told them that they have visitors?
That'd be a good idea if I could talk to them.
Oh, well, I mean, I think he probably pays attention if you try to get his attention, like scratch at the door or something. Or do you want me to like just knock?
It might be better if you knock. I mean, he already knows you're here.
Okay. I'll get up and I'll turn back to the group. I'm like, so, the dog told me to knock.
Adelaide, with your high natural perception, you do see like one of the curtains kind of moved, as if someone was kind of watching you, but now has like quickly moved away from inside the house.
I guess I just keep my eyes affixed as to whatever's going to come out of that door.
I'll go ahead and walk up to the door and knock on it.
Yeah, you walk up and give it a big rat-a-tat-tat with your huge hand. Yeah. You hear the creak of the door as it slowly opens, and then you kind of see like the shine of like someone wearing glasses kind of peering out at you, like something like they're around the same size as the Hellion, I guess. They're pretty short.
Hi.
They open the door a little, and I guess I'll show the briefest of what
glances.
What you can see. They kind of open it and like look past you at everyone else, kind of looking a bit stressed out.
Oh, don't worry, they're all nice.
Roll persuasion.
With disadvantage.
Roll deception.
I don't think even looking at like Viridian and the Hellion like at once you would be like, oh, those are some nice people. They look very nice.
Yeah, looking at this kid, he's wearing like
Those are just
he's wearing very tattered clothes that you probably assume he hasn't really changed in a while. The sleeves look like kind of halfway up his forearm, kind of insinuating that he's probably been wearing this jacket for ages. And he's kind of just grown out of it. He's got rather large eye bags under his eyes, and very unkempt hair. And it's got a little bit of a smell to him, but it's like the smell of someone trying to mask that they smell bad. So it smells like he's trying, maybe. Probably got like lavender stuffed in his shirt.
Right, not as bad as the lizard men we just
Definitely not as bad as the lizard men. But yeah, he kind of just nervously pushes his glasses up his nose. Just, what do you want?
Well, we were told by Beth over there, and I'll kind of point to Beth.
She leans over and waves. He just starts sweating more.
That you could help us out with a problem. See, and I'll bring out the essence. We have a friend who didn't make it, and I think you can help us bring him back?
As soon as you pull out the essence, you see his eyes kind of just light up, and he quickly opens the door and kind of like struts over to you. That kind of does like a little hop, little hop over as he leans over and like kind of stares at it. So that's your friend?
I mean, yeah, he kind of turned into this when his body disappeared.
Yeah, that happened. It's weird, but it happens. Come in. Yeah, waves
we
you.
all come in?
Yeah, just don't make more. It's already a mess, but just don't make a mess.
Okay, I'll kind of wave everybody in.
We'll just be a little.
Another dog.
Yeah. Upon entering and assuming his spot, you see that there's just dirt kind of everywhere. On the
he's
table,
got a sink. He's got plumbing. Is that what's going on there?
Yeah, he's got a real fresh sink. Don't worry about it. He's got like a really
get in here.
Terrible carpet.
I realize I'm very close. I'm gonna.
He's just right up on him, like
Sorry, like
grilled cheese in him.
Hello.
Analyzing face.
Do not feel uncomfortable. I am
taking a picture.
Yeah, it's literally from Rick and Morty. I am taking your picture.
Just like from outside, you see there are a lot of animals in here, all that look half dead as well. Viridian, like the cat kind of in front of you, comes up and like first rubs the nice side of its body against you, and then just the very bony, jaggedy side of their body against your leg.
Nope. Viridian does not care for cats. I just kind of move myself around, comment.
I want to pick up the kitty.
Oh, you pick him up. He kind of rolls in your arms upside down.
And I give him a pet on his belly.
He enjoys it.
Like the gross, like
yeah,
not
kind of
with
gross.
your metal hands. It's like playing the xylophone with its ribs.
I give the Hellion a thumbs up. Like I'm doing it. I'm making everyone feel comfortable by playing with the cat. It's like this gross, disgusting. Like
the Hellion. No irony or sarcasm gives you an enthusiastic thumbs up back.
Yay.
You see that he's got like dozens of lanterns that seem to be just strewn about the place. Some more fixed than others, but it looks like he was in the process of fixing another one with the parts of a different one. And he seems to run around the corner as you all kind of just file in and are like left awkwardly to look around and stare at the undead animals all around the room. And he comes back out, like unwrapping something and opening this little box that he has. He's like, big I'm sorry. What are you? What are your names?
Oh well, they call me Comet.
Okay.
I'm Ra.
Flotsam.
Adelaide.
I'm Viridian.
Beth kind of waves. I'm Beth. He nods and runs over to Comet. not even giving his own name or anything. He's just fixated on the thing. He's like, here, I'll fix him.
Is it a problem that it turned blue?
He kind of squints a little and shakes his head. No, everyone kind of has differences to theirs. I'm not sure what the blue means, but it should still be fine.
Comet's still a little worried, but you see like a tiny wave of relief wash over him. As he hands the essence to the boy. Yeah,
he looks like just a long boy. Like a boy that you've just kind of grabbed and stretched.
Long boy.
Long He's boy. Sort of a stretchy boy.
And he cradles it very, very gently with his kind of spindly hands. And he kind of holds it in one hand as he like tucks the box he has under his other arm and like opens it somehow very dexterously, pulling out this kind of palm-sized chunk of blue glass that seems to glow slightly. And he seems to position Silas's essence kind of like he's like using it as a magnifying glass over it. And you see him cast something. The mages of you around would understand this is just a simple light cantrip. And it, emitting light all around his hand and like kind of casting a shadow of himself behind him. Any light that passes through this little glass kind of shoots like a beam at the essence that he is holding. And as soon as it hits the little flame, it starts to kind of rapidly start to kind of gain purchase, and he quickly like tosses it up in the air as it seems to just keep doubling in size and mass as it wreathes flame all over the floor. And almost in a burst of energy and light and kind of radiant flame, and he steps back as it kind of hits the floor. You all see, as almost the same way as he evaporated when he was slewn, you see your friend Silas. You reappear. You are not at zero. He's still dead. He's just a corpse.
Oh no! You did it.
He's just keeled over like a bird, still pecking at his face.
Oh jeez.
No, Silas, you appear, and you saw all this happening. All the way up until you appearing back. You said goodbye as it was happening to Satan, as we have already discussed.
Oh no.
Thought that was a joke earlier, but
No, it is literally Satan. It is 100%. You know the dude who was laying down in like the second episode? It was him. Callback.
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good call.
Silas starts killing everybody inside.
When Silas reappears, he'll just go, and like just kind of touch the ground.
It's very firm and not. It's there.
Viridian sort of audibly gasps, and gives like a huge sigh of relief when Silas is alive.
And Silas will just sit up. Hey, everybody.
All of you would notice something very different about Silas, though. Rather than like the armor you saw him wearing before, he seems to be wearing now this kind of like very faded blue, like gauntlets, faded blue shoulder pads, these faded blue ornate greaves. Silas, you are wearing essentially half plate right now.
Ooh.
You didn't know that was gonna happen? Like, they didn't warn you? And if you want, you can change your weapon to a different weapon. But if you want it to still be a hammer, it is just a kind of same, like, blue, faded blue metal. Almost like RuneScape Mithril.
Is our big cat anything like the small cat that Flotsam is holding in that? Is he, skeletal or have any viscera hanging out?
Completely there. If not exhausted.
I'll have his large hammer be replaced by almost a giant curved greatsword.
Nice.
Oh. I'm hugging him a little too hard right now.
Hug him any harder, he's going to take a point of bludgeoning.
Yeah.
It's good to see you too, my friends.
Wow. I kind of almost didn't expect that to work, but how you doing?
I'm alive.
You are alive. That's wow. It's really cool. Hey, mystery man, how did you do that?
He looks up, very happy. He's got a very excited expression in his face, having seen Silas reappear. And he kind of cocks his head, he's like, "Why? What? Huh?
How did you make him come back like that? That's not like normal anywhere else, like ever."
Well, no. I suspect it has something to do with the thing in the sky. He kind of holds out the little bit of a glass he has. It's like, this is a piece of it. Just a small bit, but it seems to have the same properties as the moon itself. When you shine light through it, it brings people back.
Good to know.
That's cool. Is there more of those lying around, or how did you get that one?
Well, I scavenged a couple before I left.
From where?
The main area. Town.
The main area.
The
City.
main area of what?
The main city of Oliva?
Oh, you mean the place we haven't been to yet?
Yeah,
This is like on the way there,
past
right?
the pass, yeah.
Okay. Because I was just thinking it would be a shame if we had to keep coming and bothering you every time someone was fatally wounded and died. Hopefully that doesn't happen a lot. But if we had one of those, we could handle it ourselves.
He kind of just nods slowly.
Are those common, or is that sort of a rare thing that you have?
Well, not many shards fall from the strange object, but I have a few.
Ooh. What do you mean, the strange object?
Well, the big thing.
The thing that's like...
Is that what it's called? I don't know.
That's like floating up in the air a few miles over there?
Yeah, the fanatics call it the Cyan Moon, but... Well, it's... Well, I guess it is like a weird natural satellite still, but...
So,
And by the way, I'm gonna just like pull up a seat
yeah.
and just sit down. How do I do that? Yeah. Alt, that's right. Okay, get myself right situated. And I say,
see, it seems like you know a lot about that big moon, and I feel like we don't really know much of anything. Could we pardon you for some information on what you might know about it? You seem to know about some fanatics. I mean, I don't. Who are those people?
He seems to.
I'm gonna look around the house.
Yeah, you walk into like what you assume is his bedroom. You see like his notebook on the table and his hastily made bed that isn't made at all. A little cobweb with a little spider in the corners, just chilling out.
I'm carrying the cat also.
Oh, yeah,
the whole time.
There you go. The kid though looks very taken aback at the sudden questioning. He kind of steps back, kind of placing his back against the wall for his own safety.
Oh, you know, for your trouble.
and then I'll take, let's see. Yeah, I'll take 5 gold out, and I'll stack the coins up on the table. And I'll say to him,
You didn't really give us a price. You sort of just did it for free, which was very nice of you. So, you know, thought it'd be nice back.
Yeah, I often go out and look for lost essences, and I bring them back.
Lust essence?
Lost, not lust.
That's a good one.
I'm not horny on
Is that
main,
why-
Flotsam.
Is that why you have 3 beds?
Well, that's for the if they're tired, they wake up like your friend. It's like you are like exhausted.
Silas is gonna just tug on Comment when they're hugging. Comment, can you take me outside just for a second?
Oh, yeah. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Is there anything that's... Am I... And I'm like I'm raising his arms to look at his sides or look behind him to see
His
if he's
face
okay.
looks green, like he's about to vomit.
All right, and I'll pick you up from behind and kind of carry you outside.
I love the idea. You scoop him up, you know, one arm under his knees and the other under his back, and you just kind of like go outside.
Carry him across the threshold.
So you walk out and you throw up, I assume.
Yeah.
Whirlwind kind of looks at you weirdly.
Thanks. We can go back inside now. Sorry.
Okay. Just let me know if you need any more help.
Yeah, just sit
are
me
you
down.
good? I don't mind carrying you again. Are you okay?
You can just put me in one of the chairs, and I should be good.
Okay. I'll carry him in and put him down on a chair. Probably knock a couple lanterns down while I'm doing it.
He kind of raises a hand to protest you knocking over his lanterns, but he doesn't say anything.
So, Mystery Man, come have a seat with us, and tell us more about what you know about this essence stuff. We found a few of them actually. They're kind of weird. It was surprising. Silas, I don't know if you know this. You turned into an essence.
Yeah, I know. I was able actually to see everything.
Whoa. Did it hurt? I mean, afterwards, anyway?
Dying hurt like a bunch, dude.
I bet dying hurt. But I mean, like, when you were gone. Were you in pain, or?
No, not at first, at least.
What did you see?
We can talk about that later. Let's
Yeah, I think we need to give a little bit of time to rest.
That's you know, a good point. We'll talk later. But first, Mystery Man, take a seat.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
Sit here.
I definitely will.
Looks very scared.
Can I assist by going, please, I'd love to talk to the person that saved my life.
That's advantage.
Greet you.
All right.
Fuzzle starts riffing.
Yeah,
For a
dude.
+1.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted.
No, you're good. As I'm sitting down, Silas, I'm gonna just pop a cure wounds on him.
Nice.
7.
Nice.
A crisp 8.
Yeah, he very hesitantly kind
Crisp.
of walks forward and nods, pulling out a chair. Like, well, I guess if gonna be here a while, I guess I could share what I know.
Yeah.
Adelaide.
Yeah.
As soon as you saw this kid, you felt something was kind of... like there was some memory trying to pry its way back into the forefront of your mind. Like, you definitely feel like you recognize this kid. And it's only at this point that you kind of like... it kind of just snaps back into your... like the forefront of your mind. Like, it kind of comes back to you. This kid was once a noble from the town of Ordiva. You remember him much smaller when you were here, much smaller, like maybe 5, 6, 7 when you were last around. And he was a part of, like, the bad family. Like, your parents always warned you, like, you never go to a party at this people's place, you never don't associate with these people, they're like the worst people, they'll backstab you for a slice of cheese kind of people.
And do I remember his name?
You remember his last name, mostly. That he is a part of the Baronet family. Which is, one of the, major proprietors to, something that has happened to your estate.
Huh.
And he's kind of been giving you, like, side looks as if he also kind of recognizes you, but also can't place it. But he kind of places this, shard on the table. It's like, well, I guess I'll tell you as much as I can. And I think that is where we're going to end this session.
All right.
Hey.
I crave more.
Baby! Silas is back.
Silas, your hit point maximum right now is halved.
Down to
Need to find
20.
some humanity, man.
Yeah, you gotta pop some
But you got
humanity.
cool armor and a cool sword.
You do have
The rules aren't
half
clear.
plate.
It doesn't change my AC.
No,
Don't
not
be
yet.
excited.
You feel like maybe you can put the other pieces of it together by doing stuff, but
Ooh.
as of
We
now,
definitely-
it's just half plate.
All right.
I got my
Neat.
buddy back.
Yeah. We got our money back.
I'm fighting the urge to call you guys the main boys because you both have like mains.
Oh.
Oh boy. The main two.
Team Double Dad.
All right, I'm going to have to go, everybody.
Yeah,
It was fun
it's late.
being emotionally abusive to most of you.
Are we saving the Q&A for next
You
week?
guys can go forward. I just have to. I don't want to be the reason that you don't do the Q&A, but I'm gonna have to go.
We could very well just wait and do it at the start of next session. Like I think that might be easier. We'll wait for some more because there's only like a couple. No, it is not
Yeah.
mithril. It is just half plate.
And I'll try to like advertise on Twitter and my community page on YouTube to get more questions. We need
Yeah,
more
man.
questions.
We got some pretty good
I'll do the
ones,
same.
which would be interesting to know. But yeah,
I'm gonna make like 5 different accounts and
Yeah.
ask a bunch of questions.
what's up with Flotsam? Why is he a bully?
Dude, I feel like Flotsam is not. Answer. I don't think Flotsam is being a bully. I think everyone else got our friend killed, and they're being held responsible emotionally. And it's not. It's not me being a jerk. You know what's more
It's like-
jerk than me pointing out that you got a friend killed is getting the friend killed. I think that's way more of a jerk move.
I want to say I agree. It's just I think that you know Flotsam is very blunt, which is kind of funny
Yes.
because like I feel like the Hellion is blunt, and you make the Hellion look normal by comparison
Well-
to bluntness, which is
well-
kind of great because it forces her to be more mindful about that stuff than she
Well,
otherwise would be.
Who do you think Flotsam has learned from? you know. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to y'all later.
Man.
Alright, see you later.
See you, dude. I'll share with you the handout
I'm
I
working on.
suppose.
I don't know if everybody knows this. I know a few of you do, but I'm working on an animation for a little part that happened in episode 4 or week 4, and I'm kind of close to it being finished. I would like to get it out before the next session, and if I can, then I will also let people know in the comments of that video too that like, hey, there's a Q&A happening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna have to let Silas like rest here for.
Yeah, I think you guys are probably going to take a long rest anyway, because why wouldn't you? So yeah, I put out the little handout that kind of gives you the gist of what's going on. And
It's so.
yeah, you're not allowed to die in my game. It's
What do you think
worse.
this is?
And this is what you would know so far. This isn't. This might not be all of it.
Oh, I'm reading your little thing about death where it's so easy.
Yeah.
And it's starting to make a lot of sense why zombies come back as zombies. Because I was like, well, wouldn't they come back as a person?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess if you wait too long, then no.
Plus, also, huge lore dump next episode. Holy crap, this kid's about to spill the beans.
The beans. I need them all. All the beans.
All the beans.
Definitely. I was just sitting quiet because I was like, Comet wouldn't really be asking questions, but I'm definitely interested to hear what he's saying.
I gotta know.
I gots to know. Dude, this dude's got the inside scoop. He was there.
Rumor come out.
The rumor come out.
I does is have to know.
Does a long boy know?
Right, long boy.
Long boy.
Long boy.
I have a question, I guess, so to like maybe expedite things. Would you be if stating our intention pound for like what you can like know what to expect come next session?
Yeah, I guess if you
cut
guys
out
wanna post
so
like actual questions that you would ask him, I can prepare them.
Oh no, I mean, sorry, I guess I did cut out a lot. I was talking business in town if we could like tell you ahead of time, maybe expedite the process for next week.
Of like things you want to buy?
No, I think
things we want to buy or stuff we might want to do.
Yeah, I suppose. As long as it's not too crazy. Like, there's not much to do in town, so... Hell yeah.
I guess I'm just really excited, and I
yeah, right.
and I want to know more about what the possibilities are.
Now that we like almost doubled the population.
Yeah, dude.
Coming back.
There are a lot of people here now. I will say, like, that this novice spell term, because this might be important to what you do between session, when taken to Lawrence, he translates it all into basically spell scrolls. So with this novice spell term, you can acquire any first or second level spell via like wizard copying thing.
Ooh.
So you basically have every wizard level 1 to 2 spell accessible to copy into your books now, with the price, obviously.
Very cool.
You just gotta pay.
Yeah, you gotta pay.
To copy into my spellbook?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you have access to all
Very
level 1 and
cool.
2 spells that you might want to put in your book. You can now pay for them.
That's super cool.
Ew, yeah.
I'll have to take a look at what I was thinking of getting.
Other than moving some boys around to be in the hamlet now, I can move the kind-hearted doctor down here. I can move the hopeful cartographer. Because he's not so hopeful anymore, he's more of a jerky cartographer. Snide cartographer.
He was
he
just
actually
that
might-
way from the.
Actually, it might be interesting to pay a visit to. It's like, hey, did you map out the area we were in?
Yeah. I think my initial thought is you could like buy pre-information from him for areas, so
Right.
it'll be like, oh, this is what you can expect in these areas.
Yeah.
This is he, the lonely lamplighter.
Hey.
Rubbish part 2.
Dude, the rubbish gang get together. Where's the other guy? Where is he? Give me him.
I mean,
There they
I don't know
are.
if you guys heard the interview I did with him. He basically was like, "Yeah, legalize necromancy and all this stuff," so it kind of fits.
That's right.
There they are.
I personally agree too. It should be illegal in every world.
In my other non-these games, I usually have it. It's like illegal, but for the caster's safety. It's like you can do it, but like it hurts, man. It costs. Like it's a bit more dire than just the money you got to spend. So don't do it, but you know, can't stop you. Wizards do what wizards do.
Wizards be wizarding.
Wizards be wild.
They do be wizards.
I'm gonna draw so much Silas art in this week
dude,
now.
yeah, you gotta like Photoshop his armor. So for giving you a new armor design already.
Well, that just means more time to draw.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Are we leveling up at this point, or
Nah, by boss. No. You gotta kill all major bosses.
Okay, so we're still level 4.
Still level 4.
Level like 4.5 though.
Yeah, for a smidge.
4 3/4.
Like at least 1/3.
Yeah, what's a little bit of a... I guess
The XP bar kind of blends in with the background, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to find a glitch later, an infinite XP glitch.
Yeah.
Or if you kill a meat elemental, it gives you twice the XP.
No, don't kill the meaty boys. Meaty and the blowfish.
No, what we do is we resurrect the boss, but it's in such a small box that they just get crushed by the size, and then we just farm that.
We bring the essence to the necromancer. They get revived with 1 health, and we just hit them again.
Smack them with a rock.
let's see.
I feel silly because I didn't say much this episode because Viridian was just quiet.
Dude, you're brooding.
Yeah, this is
I had to brood. That was it. Just gotta be a big brood boy now.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's a good time to brood.
I think it's always a good time to brood, especially when you have a rogue.
Brood too.
You know, frustrated as a teenager when I would go to like family gatherings and my mom's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Brooding." The darkness consumes me. She's like, "Talk to your uncle and aunts." Like, okay, I guess.
Fine.
And I don't walk. I stalk over to them. Shane, why are you wearing the cape?
Not on weekends, you promised.
That image really got
I couldn't wear it at school. This isn't school.
Well, now I got Beth with a mask too, so I'm like,
Maybe Silas needs to commission a helmet.
Yeah. Oh no.
We should all just be wearing masks by the end. And like that's like all of our arcs is like we're all. So he finally like takes his off. So he's without a mask.
We just all turn into that meme with like the happy face in the front and the tears in the back.
Yeah, the drama masks.
Cheeky, just as a question. So the only piece of my armor that's really missing is just like the cuirass, the chest piece, right?
Yeah, I suppose you still got like the open part. Because I do want to keep like kind of the general armor design of his armor now. So I will say, yeah, it is just kind of like the breastplate you're missing, which would give you the full plate.
So yeah, how much would that cost to make?
To make, if you wanted to, I guess, considering you already have half plate, what's the diff between half plate and full plate?
Let's look it up, because I know I just looked it up, and half plate is worth 750 gold.
Yeah, so it'd be 1,500 minus 750. Which is math. But you might complete the set by doing in-game story things.
Ooh, now I can empty out my backpack. I forgot to give away the hammer and stuff.
Yeah, you can finally
Dude, I have so much space now.
Ease it up.
Should I invest 50 gold into Find Familiar?
Maybe. If you're gonna use it for stuff.
If you want a little pet as well.
Like a little monkey or parrot, you know, to keep the pirate theme going?
Oh, little monkey fella.
Oh, is that just gonna leave me as the only person without an animal companion?
Well,
You just gotta go catch one.
you can grab one of the
Yeah,
cats.
you gotta go befriend one. You can ask this necromancer for a skeleton cat.
Skeleton cat.
No, wait. Just next level. I'll just get
Find
summon
Steed,
Steed.
yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Have Swiftwind the sequel.
Oh,
It's just
Hell
Swiftwind,
yeah.
both sunglasses on.
oh. Cooler
Or
whirlwind.
Whirlwind, not Swiftwind.
Yeah.
And it's got to be hurricane.
Cooler Whirlwind. Yeah. Bigger Whirlwind.
We should all just get we should all just get horses and name them variations of that.
I mean, it'll make going through places easier because we can just run past everything.
Yeah, trample him.
You guys gotta get your horse game on. I'm telling you, it's the best.
I love how
I mean,
you
how fast is
spent your
Whirlwind?
money.
Oh, he's fast. He goes twice as fast as me. He goes 60.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
straight up just a warhorse, I'm pretty sure.
No, he's a riding horse.
He's just a riding... Oh, damn, he's kicking us as a riding horse?
Damn.
Dude.
Wait till he levels up to war horse.
Yeah, he will level up.
Until he evolves.
I do have to take off though. So
Alright.
Yeah.
see you all bit
We'll
later.
probably be rolling downstream.
Alright.
Lucia,
Yeah.
my boy. Anybody got anything going on they want to tell the lads about before we snatch out of here?
I have a question.
Have an answer?
Yeah, I'm just looking at some first level wizard spells. There's one from the Explorer's Guide to Wildemount called Gift of Alacrity. It's kind of like mage armor, but it's a touch spell that lasts 8 hours, and for the duration you can add a d8 to your initiative rolls. Is that an okay spell to take?
Is that all it does?
That's all it does. It's not. It's just takes a minute to cast. It's like a little bonus on initiative for 8 hours, similar to mage armor.
Well, I
Does
guess
it
the
cost
question
a
is
spell
more like,
slot?
Yeah, it's not a ritual spell or anything. I'm asking because it's a dunamancy or chronergy spell.
Yeah, I don't... If you want to use a spell slot to get a d8 on your initiative, go ahead. That ain't too bad.
I definitely might.
Yeah, that ain't...
I mean, why use a spell slot for anything but chromatic orb?
Exactly, that's what I've been saying
Well,
for years.
You've cornered. I want to take your thing. I want to try to maybe go in a separate direction if I can.
ordered the
I
market
want to
on
go
orb
as fast
business.
as possible. I get that vibe.
Dude, Adelaide, next level your firebolt's gonna be doing 2d10?
I know.
Jeez.
But what about Fireball? I think we're ignoring that's also coming next level.
Oh no.
Mhm.
We could have 2 sources of Fireball.
Oh no.
As long as that Hydra's not resistant to fire. Oh.
Well, here's the thing. I can, now that I have
Yeah, you
the
can
option to get a
change it.
few more spells, I can, expand my spice cabinet of damage
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
and flavor my spells how I want.
Hell yeah.
It's resistant to
Fireball.
fire. How about cold? How about lightning? How about thunder? How about acid?
Oh.
God, acid fireball.
It's just a massive loogie of acid. Spit at them.
I've got another question about Tensor's floating disc because it says up to 500 pounds, but we're kind of going by slots and stuff. So, do you have an equivalent of slots that this could carry?
Do you want to carry around everything on a little disc behind you? Maybe sure I can figure it out.
I mean, it's a ritual to cast. That's why I'm next time we need to carry a heft of a big treasure chest, stick that thing on a floating disc, and
Just walk it back on a leash.
pretty much.
Just hope
That's
there's no
good.
bandits around.
Yeah.
I mean, well, hopefully kill them before that becomes an issue.
Do either of you have Leomund's tiny hut? Is that something that we can get yet? Or is that next level?
I think
That's next level.
Okay. Never mind.
But we can worry about that a little bit
Do
later.
you want to live in a tiny hut?
I gotta get going, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. See ya.
Bye.
the tiny hut would just be nice because, you know, everything comes back to life at night. So,
Right.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I will keep that in mind.
because I mean, it literally could stop everything. It just takes either a minute to cast normally or 10 minutes to cast ritually.
Yeah.
Ritualistically.
Yeah. Has the stream ended, or are we still just chatting in front of
We're
an
still
army
kind
of
of
people?
just chilling.
Let's end stream and say,
Yeah.
send everybody off for tonight.
Got Consuming Grove tomorrow and the Arcane Gate. Don't forget to catch the end of that. That's finishing up.
Oh yeah.
And I think the week over we're like chilling with Among Us again. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna.
Or at least
be
I
there
got
personally.
one thing off my chest this week. We'll see what Consuming Grove brings. But
Yeah.
More problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Guess we'll just catch us next week for the lore dump episode.
heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
See you later, gamers.
Bye.
See you later, skaters.
Bye.